All right. Hello, chat. How's it going? Hopefully well. We're back, and we're continuing with Ace Combat 5 hard mode. Maybe finishing the hard mode run today? I don't know. Maybe. I also have never heard of Death by Chocolate ice cream flavor, but I also don't partake in the ice cream very much. So I'm probably just not someone who would be knowledgeable, you know. And when I do, it's all about a nice solid vanilla ice cream is good. I think we should all agree that it's the best. Hold on, I'm opening up ye old question of the day document. Hold on. I'm seeing if there's a particularly good one here. Ooh, there's a controversial one that jumps out at me immediately that I'm gonna do that one. Hold on. Boom. There's question of the day. Okay. I'm ready now, I think. Hello, James, Ryan, Deathmaster, Oniket, or sorry, Deathmaster? Dreammaster. Oniket, Silver, hello. I'm not ready. I need my glasses. Hold on. I'm not ready. I'm glad that I thought of it, because if I didn't, come like 2 hours from now, I would probably be in pain. I have done nothing but edit this morning. Like, nothing at all. Other than, I guess, I ate breakfast and I showered. Okay. Now I swear I'm ready. I swear. Playing the game. Okay. Yeah, I might have misread the name a little bit. I'm gonna close that. There we go. I think you owe me a congratulations. For Path of Pain, I would never touch it. Me, never. Ever. Well, also, I hope anyone wasn't sitting here like, oh, I can't wait for Cole to take a sip of his tea, because I don't have tea. Because I needed a break from that shit. It was awful. It tasted terrible. So, I have here a can of something that I have not had in a long time. A ghost? It's not a ghost. There was no ghost at the Quick Trip that I stopped at, but they had Celsius, and I haven't had Celsius in a long time.
What? What do you mean it's our turn to choose?
Because here's the bugged coin flip. We're starting with the bugged coin flip. Because it has more caffeine in it than I typically drink. That is one of the reasons I haven't had it in a while. It's
well, this is it.
I'm probably gonna get
Our ground forces will
heart
engage
palpitations.
in a
Maybe
battle with
I
the
just don't
enemy's
drink the
main
whole
force
thing.
in the Jalachi Desert. If our army wins this showdown,
Flavor
military might,
orange.
we'll
Oh my
be
god,
just a hair away from total victory.
that's so much better
We still got some work for you too.
than the sparkling
slack off
green
now.
tea. Jesus
This mission
Christ,
will be referred
that's so
to
much
as
better.
Operation Desert Arrow. The operation will be spread
Big
across
improvement.
the entire northern part of the Jalachi
Big
Desert.
improvement.
Its final
Opinion on
target
cheese.
is at two separate
Cheese is
strategic
good.
positions.
Most cheese.
The field
There's
agent
very
in the
little
northern
cheese
region
that I
of the
don't
mission
like.
area, and the airfield in the western.
Very, very little.
A bomber squadron will attack the field headquarters, while the Army 1st Tank
Son of a
Battalion
bitch,
will
there's something in
advance
my
toward
eye.
the airstrip.
How did something get in
Your
my
mission
eye
this
after I
time
put my
is to
glasses
protect
on?
both units from defending
How does that
enemy
work?
forces. This operation is spread out across the
Like,
entire.
she's, well, I'm not from
wide
Wisconsin.
command area. You'll be up against a large number of enemy forces.
That's their thing.
So choose
Don't
your
put that on
opponents
all of
carefully.
us.
Don't try to take on all of them. Destroying a certain number of enemy forces within your allotted time on station will be considered successful completion.
Man, is there really no sugar in this?
Operation Desert Arrow commences today at 10:50 hours.
That's insane. How do they do that? How do they do that? Oh, taurine. That's how they do that. I was like, that. How do they make it taste like that? And sucrose. I saw sucralose on there as well. That makes sense. Seems like the stream's at lower FPS. Significantly. Yeah. Good catch. Hold on. I can fix this. That didn't do it. Is it on this end? Must be on this end. Better. It was on this end. Okay. Just a little reboot. That's all it needs. Like every time that happens. So annoying that it still does that. Well, I mean, it's because the NDI plugin isn't officially supported anymore. So we're rocking on the same revision for the rest of time that I want to use it, I guess. Unless they randomly start supporting it again, which I'm not expecting.
Well, I sure hope War Dog launch.
Let's watch it on stream. I haven't seen the Death Stranding 2 trailer because I've never played the first one. So I didn't go out of my way to seek out the trailer.
This is ridiculous. I can't believe they chose our next mission with a damn coin again.
Game design tips.
This is Thunderhead. Captain
Just
Davenport,
make
how
something.
many times do I have to tell you to cut the chatter?
Just make
Thunderhead,
something.
This is Rosgreaves 3. Roger that.
Is genuinely the best
Our
tip.
target is the enemy's field HQ.
And watch Game Maker's Toolkit probably is a good thing as well. Great YouTube channel, Game Maker's Toolkit. Really, really good.
Requesting close air support for our unit.
I feel like a waiter taking orders in a packed restaurant.
They never miss.
Yeah, someone please put some roller skates on my feet.
Always the best tip. It sounds like a cop-out answer, but it's legitimately like the best thing to do is just like download an engine
You were the heroes of the
and
Rosgreaves
like
streets.
take one of your ideas and just start poking around with it.
The Sand Island Squadron is here. This operation is going to
Oh, here we go.
succeed.
Now we're ready.
Enemy fighters closing in. Can't take them
I gotta
on by
remember
ourselves.
ammo's an issue
Somebody
here.
Get rid of them for us.
This is Hawk 1. Presently under attack from enemy fighters.
I have RCL for this.
This
will go well.
Do something.
Our bombers are taking fire. Where are the escorts?
Right here.
They're coming from all sides. We're gonna get shot down before we reach our target.
We're good.
Calling the approaching Allied planes. We can't protect the bombers completely. Please lend us your aid.
Beautiful.
Thanks. The enemy
That was like my best machine gun shooting ever.
Which squadron's escorting us today?
That was very clean for me to have just started up. You know, no warm up right off the bat.
Approaching HQ.
We have to keep these bombers protected.
Approaching gun range.
We've got a full belly here.
We're good.
This is Viking 1. Looks like the enemy fighters are
No
gone.
shortcuts to greatness. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's really just like there's no good way to like shortcut it or anything. It's just you gotta do it
Look up to him a lot.
and do a good bit of it, and it comes together over time. It's like learning Tekken, which by the way, Last night, I may have taken a short, like, 30-minute or so break from editing to do a little ranked on my own. I'm, like, on the very edge right now of yellow ranks, finally. So the next time that we play ranked on stream should be considerably more interesting. Because by then, I will either get myself up to Warrior, just off stream, or, you know, I think I'm like 1 or 2 matches from it. Oh, come on now, Cole. Okay. Woo! Which Warrior is the rank? I was talking about it yesterday on stream, but that's when you can actually start losing ranked points, which, you know, again, in my opinion, that rank should be first Dan, if you ask me. But I'm not the guy who made the game. But yeah, it'll definitely make things more interesting when I can lose points for losing.
This is Hawk 1. Looks like the air attack's finally over. I think we can take it from here.
Reached Warrior, almost got promoted to the one above, and then lost 3 in a row. Damn. I saw a clip on Twitter of some guy. It wasn't a clip, it was like a montage of clips. Some guy playing Yoshi and using seppuku to win rounds on ranked matches, and it was so funny. He would get them to like half health or lower, and then he would just actively try to hit a seppuku, and it worked on a good amount of people. So, you know, don't hate the player. If it's working on people, then go for it.
Watch out for SAMs and AA guns down below. Look at all that ground fire. I've never seen it.
Some of them were even double KOs. He would just still go for it as long as he could hit it. He didn't care. He didn't give a shit. Mighty troll. Bro, I couldn't believe how many clips of it he had. I'm not sure if I'm doing a Project Wingman video right now. It's like I want to, but it kind of depends where I'm at, like when I get to the end of 7. I think at the very least I'll probably play through it on stream if I don't do like a whole video for it. Only reason I wouldn't do a video is just that a video is like a whole week of work. Oh, fuse on. Feel that one piece of hair that's always slipping, and it's driving me nuts. But I've got a job to do right now. We're MiG gaming. Fish bed beats all. There was never a better plane than the fish bed. Don't let the propaganda fool you.
Our target's still up ahead. Don't give up here. Our airbase defenses are weak. If they press on us, we don't stand a chance.
You just wait. We're gonna blow away everything.
I'm doing great on ammo.
Are these guys all that's left?
There were no good learning tools. Tekken was a mystery and I knew the secrets. Yeah, dude, learning tools in Tekken 8 are amazing. I actually... I was talking about it with a buddy recently, with the learning tools actually. Because we were talking about like, how is it that Tekken is so complicated and so like daunting to get into as a fighting game, and yet with the first week of this game, it's like doubled the sales of Mortal Kombat 1's first week, at least in the UK. Like, how is it so successful compared to like the casual fighting game when it's as overcomplicated and scary to get into as it is? And we both kind of feel like it's because like most fighting games, to make themselves more accessible in recent years, have like made the games less complicated. You know, it's like King in Tekken, right? It would pretty much be like saying, you you know, King, it's so hard for new players to know how to tech King's like 30 different grabs and not just get destroyed by him on ranked. So what we can do is we can just lower him to like having 3 grabs and call it a day. Right? Like Street Fighter massively reduced the skill ceiling. Mortal Kombat has continuously lowered its skill ceiling. But Tekken was just like, no, we're making like an honest to God hardcore Tekken game. But what we'll do is we'll just pack it full of learning tools. Like we'll give you a bunch of combos for every character that we teach you in game. We'll give you an entire side story mode where we teach you how to play fundamental Tekken and whatever character you want to learn. We'll give you a replay feature that will freeze frame on certain moments of your matches and tell you where you made a mistake or where you possibly could have like landed a punish that you didn't or whatever. Like they just went all in on teaching people how to play Tekken. And sure enough, it seems to have worked. And the marketing obviously helps. The marketing budget was insane. Whoa.
This is Thunderhead. Operation proceeding smoothly. Victory is just
But I think the learning tools, at least in terms of keeping people playing once you've gotten the sale, is going a really long way right now. I've got 26 missiles. Aren't we like near the end?
This battle's too spread out. I hate to be thinking like this, but I can't help feeling like we're being used again.
Man, that can of Celsius is the single sweetest thing I've tasted in a very long time. It's delicious. I have a horrible sweet tooth, so I'm loving it, but it is like overwhelming to my palate right now. I think it's just the sweeteners in it. I think they're just, even though it's no sugar, I'm not even used to shit like sucralose or taurine at this point, because I stay away from it typically.
The captain shot one down.
We have a sit rep from advancing Allied forces.
Keeping enough, or having enough content to keep people playing offline, that too.
This is Hawk 1. We're taking some hits, but we're
Having more in the game than just like the story mode and ranked, cough cough, Mortal Kombat, cough cough, Street Fighter 6. Although, like, World Tour was clearly a huge focus with Street Fighter, and a lot of people did really, like, I thought World Tour was cool for what it was. I didn't grind it the way some people did, but a lot of people really loved World Tour mode in Street Fighter, and I don't blame them. It was cool. It wasn't, like, particularly up my alley, but it was pretty cool.
Aim carefully. Drop it right on top of the enemy captain.
I gotta go find that, hold on. It was like between the two bases, right? There is the shed. Oh yeah, there it is. It just lit up on the map.
Captain, the deployments in each position appear to be very heavy. Should we concentrate our firepower?
Yes.
This is Archer. Roger that. Adjusting
There's the
position.
hangar.
I see the airfield.
I'm just gonna use one of these to save missiles.
Give them a taste of their own medicine.
That was very unnecessary. It's not even dead. I feel dumb now.
Get another chance at this. Stay
Machine
cool and
guns
make
it is.
They're firing from the ground.
Who do I defend here?
You got us through all that flak.
Or do I just defend myself?
Mechanical parts discovered in destroyed enemy facility.
I don't want to fail at this point.
Retrieve them later.
Look at all this anti-aircraft fire.
I got this.
Radar lock.
How's the volume, by the way? Because I keep bumping it up for Tekken.
Make it pretty.
It looks kind of loud, but I always feel like it looks loud, and then chat's like, no, volume good. I think this sounds great.
On enemy HQ. Repeat. Confirm bullseye on enemy HQ.
Not a single one. A bit loud? Oh. Good to know. It's good. There it is. What did I tell you guys? What did I tell you guys? Loud is good. How's that? It's a little bit quieter.
Anti-aircraft vehicles. Captain, you hit the tanks.
You want to switch? That's fine with me, too.
We have a line of sight with the enemy vehicles.
It's good. All good.
Incoming
Okay.
shells are starting to blanket the area. We can't compete with the weapons here. We should just surrender.
Whoops.
Get as many planes in the air as you can while they can still take off.
Don't do that. Where's that missile coming from? Oh, I see it.
Our planes won't be able to return to base.
Missile hit.
You're the same as always, huh?
That was pushing it a little bit.
You down.
Maybe.
Thanks. How are things going down there? Box 2! Box 2! This is Viking 1. Army run on field HQ complete.
Oh, come on. What's going on with the review video?
Point sticking around.
What do you mean?
Let's go.
I actually, I did an extra update this week. If you missed it, I posted an additional update last night. Oh, do you just mean what's going on? Because normally it's up by this point in the week for contributors, like Friday is typically what I aim for.
I feel like I'm in a sauna. Probably lost a good gallon of sweat by now.
Oh, what? Wait. Oh, I had taken 18%. Okay. Slightly more reasonable. Still, the fish bed has no armor. And it continues to amaze me.
Man, this is ridiculous.
Oh, the good old death command.
Chose our next mission with a damn
Does it work? I know that the bot sometimes just takes a minute. Back to square one. This mission
Thunderhead, this is Roz.
is a little rough
Roger
in
that.
such a light plane, but a lot of targets on this mission. Hello, bot? What's going on here? Is the bot working? Is the first question. I'm just... Hello? I see the bot in chat earlier. Okay, the bot is working. The death command is not? Question mark? It should have worked. Oh. 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 Hold on. Hold on. There's a bug. There's a bug. Okay. Try again. Why does it say /me? Why is it reading? Oh, man, this bot is a shit show these last couple days, huh, chat? The amount of bugs that we've found yesterday and today. Now here's the question, is there a cooldown on it that prevented the duplicate? Looks like it so far. Whoa, 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 whoa. I only died once, everyone. Calm down. God damn it.
We'll be all right. We got the Sand Island Squadron above us. Sand Island Squadron?
Surprised the ACX review has more than the Zero review. I mean, video performance is always, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Surprising with review series stuff, because it doesn't directly correlate to how popular the game is. Like, it's a factor, but it's not necessarily a direct correlation. Whoa.
Calling the approaching Allied planes. We can't protect the bombers completely. Please lend us your aid. Thanks. The enemy interceptors are more persistent than we expected.
Eye protect. I don't need eye protection. Whoa, 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 whoa,
Destroy
whoa.
as many vehicles as you can.
God damn it, he has enough. Okay. And it begins. Also, what cosmic rays are we talking about? We're not in space.
We've got to reduce their firepower.
Oh boy. It's all green out here now.
It's the one that sunk 2 of those giant subs. Guess we can rely on them.
Numerous enemy bombers approaching HQ.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
The ground forces.
Why?
Bandits in gun range. Fox 2, Fox 2.
Moscon 2 through 7 descend to low altitude to attack and destroy
Hold
the
on.
enemy.
Chole, give Chole a minute here.
Bomber's protected.
Don't worry about the airspace above.
Machine gun things are happening.
Enemy tank battalion advancing. We're rolling in hot to
Hold
attack
on.
them now. What are you gonna do if our HQ gets wiped out?
Enemy approaching at high speed.
Sure is a tough road to the enemy HQ.
What a bitch. There.
This is Viking 1. Looks like the enemy fighters are gone. Returning to previous flight path.
Been a hot topic in the last few months. Chole doesn't know what you're talking about. Chole has no idea
I look up to him a lot.
why the letter X might have been a relevant topic recently. That's because the website is dead, for the record. You guys see that? You guys see that, that Twitter has lost a little over 70% of its market value in the last year?
Watch your engine and fuel gauges carefully.
Because that's insane. People who know, you know, business number. Like, it sounds bad on its own, but if you know business numbers and, like, you know, what that is actually really saying, like, that's pretty ridiculous to hear.
I've got sand coming into my mask. Watch out for SAMs and AA guns.
Doesn't
down
surprise
below.
me. It doesn't surprise Chole either. Almost got Chole to say it with that one.
Flamethrower fire is messing with my
Doesn't
nerves.
surprise Chole either, because like Chole, as many who have been around for a bit know, Chole used to be a very active Twitter user, but man, like, it's just kind of become less and less enjoyable ever since the X-Man bought it and took over. Like, it's been kind of like a slow, progressive downfall since then. Like, it wasn't an immediate thing. It's not like, oh, as soon as he bought it, it went to shit. Like, no. But just over time, with each little change that got made, it progressively got worse on the user end. To the point where, like, Chole doesn't even really use it. Chole uses it like once a week, and it's to promote a new video going up. At this point, like, that's about it. You know, Chole has friends who are like, oh, did you see the thing that I put on Twitter? And I'm like, no. Or, shit. Chole's like, no.
Pretty spread out. How about we split up too?
No, Chole did not see it.
Roger. I'm gonna go out for a bit then. Chopper splitting off.
Enemy planes targeting this area.
Chole did not notice how far away the bombers had gotten.
I'm sure glad the demons of Rosgreaves are on our side.
But, like, the feed is just shit to even scroll through at this point.
Listen up, War Dog.
This is Viking 1. We've lost several planes.
There's obviously the whole, like, the paying for paying users based on how many impressions they get has just led to, like, reading replies not being a thing that's worth doing anymore. Because you go to read the replies, and what is it? It's a bunch of random verified accounts, like Twitter Blue accounts, who are just spamming, like, random memes and, like, complete nonsense responses, just generic-ass responses to get their impressions up. Because they literally get paid to do that. It's just bots everywhere. It's not even bots half the time. It's genuinely just people, like, spam tweeting in replies. Because they quite literally get paid to spam tweet in replies. It's awful. You know, it used to be, you see something crazy on Twitter, you open the replies so you can, like, see what people are saying about it. Now you do that, and all you get is, like, random memes and like go check out my blue YouTube and Chole almost wants to like go and pull up some random viral tweet and open the replies and just see. Chole can't do it on stream because of, you know, previously mentioned blue YouTube things. Generic message here. It really is just, it's awful.
Is that right, Grim? He's in the Sand Island Squadron?
It's so annoying. Sad that there's no return line for resupplies, you mean?
If they break through here, they'll reach our HQ in no time.
Viking 5's engine is spewing
Expert
smoke.
mode doesn't exist. Ooh.
Never thought
Our airbase defenses are weak.
Maybe?
On us, we don't stand a chance.
No promises.
Looks like the air attack's finally over. I think we can take it from here.
Chole does not know. The expert mode really doesn't exist in X?
Stay focused, though. We may not have the air support we had before. Say, kid, do you recognize those voices from below?
Yes.
That army unit.
Chole has 20 seconds left to go on this stupid ass caveman
Glad we
mode.
made it this far.
That was a close one, huh?
This is rough. Now I remember why I hate defensive fighting. Hurry up and shoot them down. They're gonna
Well, hello,
wipe us out of the
Jess.
sky.
And Think Novels.
Saying that the Roscrees are up there.
Is that what that says? Why does it feel like I'm reading it wrong?
Nice kill.
Sorry, Chule Wig timer.
Box 2.
Normal, hard, and ace. Oh,
Damn. The close good 4 didn't last a minute
yeah,
again.
maybe?
Move it, gang. Don't you dare fall behind the other squads. This is Viking 6. Fire in the cabin.
Tell me he's broke. Someone, please, tell me he's broke.
Our allies are taking significant damage. We must hurry.
Captain Nagase, don't overdo it.
Thanks.
Shit.
I'm all right now.
The Demons of Roscrees, huh? Hey, we could come up with a nickname like that.
The Chole is not going to play European Extreme for the Metal Gear games that have it.
Bishop, all aircraft
Quite simply because Chole would have to go and acquire a European copy of those games to be able to do it. Only reason.
Wardog, engage the enemy aircraft if you see an
They do literally only
We gotta support
exist in the European regions.
HQ. The bombers and the demons have breached the intersection.
So it would require sourcing extra copies of Sons of Liberty and Snake Eater. Stuck in a how to pipe buttercream video loop. Took a lot to pull myself away from them.
Position on the battlefield, Grim.
You're just watching them without actually doing it.
Down there needs our help.
Just out of curiosity, are you studying how to pipe buttercream?
Bombers are gonna fly over our heads. Come on, crash. Crash and burn.
Grim, watch my back.
Got it. I'm covering you.
Fox 2, Fox 2. This is Thunderhead. Operation proceeding smoothly. Victory is just a matter of time now.
Smoothly so far. Smoothly is subjective, you know.
This battle's too spread out.
I have a bake sale next week.
We have a sit rep
For
from
school?
advancing Allied forces.
Then you should be doing it right now.
This is Viking 1.
You need to start piping the buttercream right now.
This is Hawk 1.
You only have a week
We're still good to go.
to learn how to pipe buttercream.
Over.
Don't you realize how short a week is?
Okay, on final for bomb attack. Everybody ready? We won't get another chance at this. Stay cool and make it count.
What the hell?
Firing from the ground.
I'm sorry, we all saw that, right?
You got us through all that flak.
That they kind of just like teleported forward there?
This is Viking 4.
That wasn't just Chole that saw that?
Aim carefully. Drop it right on top of the enemy captain.
Classic AC5 AI. Does it do that? It just boosted? They know how to use blink. Is that a note? Like they just do that? You guys are all acting like, oh yeah, they do that. That's of course. That's normal. What?
I see the airfield.
I just witnessed an AC-130 teleporting. And you're all just like, mm-hmm. Oh shit.
Parts discovered and destroyed enemy facility. We'll have the ground forces retrieve them later.
Bombers! Bombers incoming! We got no place for the tanks to hide! Damn it! They told me the enemy wasn't gonna deploy any planes! Sounds like you guys were misinformed too. Just sit tight and pray for some air support. Aha! Here come the
Not an emulator? Oh no. That wouldn't be an emulator thing.
It's all rocket fire. Locked on.
Unless, you know, maybe if you're like raising the frame rate cap of a game, stuff like that could happen, but
We can't compete with the weapons here. We should just surrender.
more noticeable in X? Wait, is it just like a general PS2 era AC thing?
It's hopeless. There's nothing we can do.
How are things going down there?
If they can set foot on the enemy's home base, then it's as good as ours.
There.
I'll hit the anti-aircraft vehicles. Captain, you hit the tanks.
You want to switch? That's fine with me too.
Yes? Oh. What the hell?
Get as many planes in the air as you can while they can still take off.
Where'd all these targets come from?
We'll be able to return to base. We're losing all our base facilities. It's all over. All the hard
Did Chole
labor
get
shall
the...
be
Yeah.
destroyed.
Okay.
Locked on.
We have a line of sight with the enemy vehicles.
Here's the last one. Make it pretty.
Well, did we hit it? This is Viking 1. Bombing run on Field HQ complete.
All right. No point
Those
sticking
were
around.
kind of sweet.
Let's go home.
I think European Extreme is included in the Master Collection.
Returning to base.
Well, then Chole would have to buy the Master Collection,
Escort fighters, thanks for all your support.
which Chole is not doing. I mean, I love Konami and all, but, you know,
It's almost scary.
Konami, please,
I feel like I'm in a sauna.
review copy of the Snake Eater, or sorry, the Solid Delta.
Nothing ever gets you down.
Review copy of Delta, please.
Kid,
Thank
okay
you.
with the special weapons
But
Box 2.
oh, and then there's a little whoops, wrong button. That was a weird brain moment. I meant to push a button on my phone,
Captured. This is Eagle 1.
but nice invisible B-52. I pressed my missile button. I'd like to see you play Sekiro. There, I said it. Someday.
Fox 2!
Someday it will happen.
Evade, Viper 8.
Chopper, are you alright?
I guess I'm more delicate than I thought. I was fading out for a while there, but I'm still good.
What the hell is a Vulcan? What the hell is this warning?
Viper 7, dropping Jacob. Break, missile. This is Thunderhead. Enemy AWACS detected.
Oh, that was the timer
Destroy
sound.
it and maintain our air superiority over the battlefield.
Eliminate the enemy air power and secure air superiority over the area.
How many is that? A few.
Need all your cooperation to refuel everyone safely. This airspace is dominated
How about
by
next
enemy
week? That's
forces.
someday.
Be careful.
Well, you see, Chole currently
Here it comes.
doesn't
That's the boss,
exactly
right?
own a copy.
Attack the enemy AWACS.
Oh my god, is that another?
Aircraft first.
Okay, let's
Chole
go.
has been conditioned anyway. Chole just said Chole.
Halo 9, deflect.
Mission is so poorly designed. A little bit,
We'll stay here and continue resupply operations.
for sure.
Done.
Is it the tornadoes? No.
Enemy has a large aerial force.
Aha.
Our intelligence must roll the
F-15s.
We have to shoot that down if we want
Wait, no.
Check on the target.
The targets are the big ones.
Help us. If we take even one hit, we're gonna turn into a fireball. They need 11. They're right on my tail and closing. Help me. I'm not in a position to support you. You're on your own.
Missile hit.
I'm all right.
A lot of missiles happening here.
Locked on.
Little spooky.
Damn it. I've never seen maneuvers like that before. We're done for.
Son of a bitch. So fast, that one.
Kid's skills are well be.
We can fix the not owning a copy thing. Nope. Nope, we're good.
Man, this
Someday.
is ridiculous. I can't believe they chose our next mission.
Blaze is shot down. It really, it's the plane. Also, hello, Richard. It is genuinely the plane.
How many times do I have to
Chole
tell you
can
to cut
only
the
afford to take like one missile throughout the entire mission.
Roger that.
What did you
And even
just
then,
say?
if Chole takes any machine gun fire and then a missile,
Shooting bomb run.
it's over.
Viking 1 is
Like that last mission, we took like one machine gun shot
Begin your advance. Target
and then one missile, and that's death on this mission because the plane's armor is so light.
like a waiter taking orders in a packed restaurant.
Yeah, someone please put some roller skates on my feet.
But it's all about the MiG.
We'll be all right.
It's all about the MiG gaming, chat.
Sand Island Squadron, you were the heroes of the Raspberry Straits?
If we can take out super weapons in the MiG, we can do this in the MiG.
Going to succeed.
This is the same fish bed
Presently under attack from
that took down,
bombers, helicopters. They're throwing everything at us.
what's the, is it the Rimfaxi or the Sin, which one is the second one?
Take them on by ourselves.
I know it's the Rimfaxi and the Sinfaxi, but which one is the second one? Because we did the second one in this plane.
The enemy's coming. A whole pack of them. Going the approaching
Rimfaxi, thank you. This is the same fish bed that took out the Rimfaxi. It can do this.
Interceptors are more persistent than we expected.
Please, miss.
And also, for anyone who doesn't know why fish bed, it's because we're doing all the planes. So I would rather level up the fish bed during the hard mode run than during like the ace run. It really, that's the only reason. It kind of sucks to do it, but it sucks a lot less to do it now.
Ever tell you about my brother? I look up to him a lot. He was part of the reason why I chose this job.
All right.
Enemy plane sighted.
Had multiple special weapons. Chole kind of likes only having one set special weapon for each one.
To keep these bombers protected.
Is that weird?
HQ gets wiped out.
Chole feels like it gives such a distinct personality to each plane.
Attack and destroy the enemy.
Like, sure, freedom is fun, customization is fun, obviously, but at the same time, it gives each plane such a distinct role.
Got a full belly here. We're counting on your cover. This is
It kind of works.
Looks like the air attack's finally over.
Chole's kind of here for it, a little bit.
Better thank those Air Force pilots later. Damn it! The sand's getting in my goggles. I can't see a thing.
I can hear
Now doesn't seem like the time for the personal chatter. Hey, it's always a good time.
If a missile hits you, you're in for a grand cremation.
That one was a little stupid, but the fact that one hit means that it was a good idea.
Watch your engine and fuel gauges carefully.
Just poor execution. That's all.
Fire squadron, shoot them all down!
No, we're not doing it.
I've got sand coming into my mask.
This is Bishop. All aircraft flying support in our area. Clear
I couldn't get it. I was missing the little thing.
Roger, Bishop. War Dog, engage the enemy aircraft if you see an opportunity.
Chopper, we got a support request from another front.
All right, max thrust. Let's move.
They're coming from all sides. We're gonna get shot
Okay.
down before we reach our target.
Okay.
This is ground force. Do something about those enemy aircraft overhead.
This F-16 is going down.
Roger, please hurry. We're completely cut off.
Is it even possible for the, like the bombers and stuff to get shot down? I mean, surely it is, but I haven't seen it happen.
Enemy approaching at high speed.
Look at all that ground fire. I've never seen anything like this before.
Report all battle damage immediately. I can see the ground pretty well, and the bandits too.
Also,
We must eliminate the threat.
Chulewig is done.
This operation will fail.
There was more Chulewig than
Four rings of sand
required
island
there.
on this one.
Would be proud of Blaze piloting the MiG. Of course. It's all for pops, after all. We do this for pops.
Roger. I'm gonna go
Okay, I don't exactly want the flak gun, but
Enemy planes targeting this area.
the flak gun, hear me out, kind of a non-issue.
Glad the demons of Razgriz
My
are on
opinion.
our side.
It's not really a problem that it's there.
Listen up, War Dog.
At least I haven't been hit by it.
Across several planes.
And I've run this mission a lot at this point. This is a tough mission, but never once has that flak gun hit me.
Better close air support. Don't let up.
If they attack all at once, we won't be able to cover them. That was a close one, huh?
Uh-oh, that was a bad shot.
Thinking like this, but I can't help feeling like we're being used again.
The desert heat is robbing the ground forces of their mobility.
Will we complete the mission
Come
in
here.
time at this pace?
Why are you so Weasley?
I hope you're right. If we get bogged down, it'll affect our allies' advance.
Oh my god.
Our target's still up ahead. Don't give up here.
We're not gonna stall.
I didn't hear anything about having to deal with these monsters. Our air-based defenses are weak. If they press on us, we don't stand a chance.
Oh, we might stall.
Penetrating our air defense zone. Are these guys all that's left?
Maybe.
Bad news, Vascon 1. Those guys are the Razgriz. Don't be fixated on the ground. We have enemies in the air, too.
Haha!
Never thought we'd be flying this far out.
This battle's too spread out. Our allies are taking significant damage. We must hurry.
Captain Nagase, don't overdo it.
Thanks. I'm all right now.
My brother's flying up there.
Is that right, Grim? He's in the Sand Island Squadron?
Yep, I'm real proud of him. Take care of yourself, Hans.
Ah! Man, they've gotten really far out there.
Don't tell me those Company D idiots ran on ahead again. Move it, gang! Don't you dare fall
Had to send one of my guys home for the weekend. Why'd you do that? The more guys you've got, the less work you need to do.
Stay focused, though.
Unless it was like, we have nothing to do, you can just go home.
Say, kid, do you recognize those voices from below?
Maybe in that case, it's different.
They were in Operation Footprint.
Things are
too.
slow, yeah.
I'm glad they made it this far.
The area's too wide. We'll be spreading ourselves too thin.
Not bad. Aren't you glad I taught you everything you know?
Well, maybe half of everything.
Wait, so what about the other half? Hey! This is rough! Now I remember why I hate defensive fighting.
The guys in the air keep saying that the Razgriz
Makes
are
aiming
there.
easier. Yeah, I normally would switch, but I've been trying to get used to it in third person, and we're getting way better with time. It is harder because the reticle wiggles
Grim, watch my back.
a lot more this way. How did that not hit me? That's a goddamn miracle. I mean, I'll take it. Don't shoot at me.
Fighters go.
Fox 2. Yes, missile hit.
I have heard about the other Nagase and Ridge Racer.
Sitting here taking the hits.
Namco's cheeky
Razgriz, huh? Hey,
connected universe bullshit.
Nah, I'd hate to end up with a name we can't live up to. Don't let
Never
any
played
enemy
Ridge
planes
Racer,
slip
though.
past this line.
You guys know what I learned last night? Hold on. Get this. I never knew this until last night, genuinely.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
All right? Listen, I couldn't believe this when I figured it out. Who remembers that little fad of like the retro consoles that everyone was putting out a few years back, right?
Bombers are gonna fly over
there was like the Atari Classic, the PlayStation Classic, etc., right? Where they were essentially just selling like a little emulator computer that was like made to look like the old console with a bunch of games on it, right? Well, get this. The PlayStation Classic had 20 games on it. Only 20, chat. You know what's on that? Metal Gear Solid, Tekken 3, you know, a bunch of like the huge games from PS1, Resident Evil, right? You know what else is on it? Armored Core. The original Armored Core is on the PlayStation Classic.
Fox 2! This is unbelievable. How could this be happening? What happened to our sales?
Which hear me out. I know the sales of like PS1 era Armored Core. They're not great. I'm pretty sure, and this was before they had even announced Armored Core 6 was coming out, right? I'm fairly certain that Armored Core is on it simply because whoever was working on the game selection at Sony, they were like, okay, this wasn't exactly one of our big blockbusters back then, right?
From advancing Allied forces. Listen up,
But
Rogue.
it's from software.
Managed to get through the enemy fire.
This is Hawk 1.
So we could just put it on there, because there were a couple others when I looked at the list afterwards that I was like, there are some games on here that like weren't big when they came out, but like their franchise got super big later on or something like that, right? So I genuinely think that they put it on there just because it's like a From Software legacy title. And I mean, FromSoft's thing was Armored Core for so many years, right? It kind of makes sense. Post Dark Souls fame, I think that's the only reason. Because like I said, I've seen those sales. I know the sales figures for like the old Armored Core games. They're not good. The best-selling Armored Core game pre-AC6 sold like 1.2 million copies. And that wasn't even a Gen 1 game. That was AC2, was the best-selling Armored Core game up until Armored Core 6.
Prepare to fire. Let's give them a taste of their own medicine.
So I'm pretty sure that it really just was, yeah, these guys made Dark Souls, but way back when, they were making these mech games on the PlayStation, so let's put that on there. People will love that.
Direct hit on enemy HQ. Repeat, confirm bullseye on enemy HQ.
This is Viking 4. Bombs
It has 37? Is that including arcade mode? Because that might make sense. 37 would make sense if that includes arcade mode.
Missile hit.
I'll hit the anti-aircraft vehicles. Captain, you
Hold
hit the
on,
tanks.
wait for it. Wait for it.
You want to switch? That's fine with me too.
Beautiful. It's like when an old movie has a then unknown actor who later became an A-lister. True.
Forces retrieve them later.
Oh my god, speaking of old A-list actors, not old, but like from back in the day. I was watching a video from a channel that I really enjoy, even though I'm not a big movie guy. There's a channel that I really like on YouTube lately called Mr. Sunday Movies. And it's two Australian guys who watch movies and talk about them in like a pseudo review way. Like it's not a formal review at all. It really is just like two Australian guys shooting the shit about this random movie that they watched for that week. But they were doing one about The Phantom Menace. Star Wars The Phantom Menace, episode 1, the first prequel, right?
You're the same as always, huh, Nakasaki?
And one of them was like, you know what I think this movie really needed? It needed like a Han Solo kind of character to be there and be like, what is this? This is stupid. Why does this exist? What does this do? Yeah, right? Like Han Solo's always there, like taking the, what's it called? The tension out of serious scenes by just being like, what's all this space wizard shit? None of this makes any sense. This is dumb. And it's funny, and it works really well. And they were like, this movie needed a character like that. But then the other guy was like, well, I don't think that it could have worked because you'd have to get someone who has like the charisma of Harrison Ford for that to actually work out.
Roger. Mission complete. Return
And he
to
was like,
base.
who would that be in like 1999? Who could that have been?
Thanks for all your support.
To which he quickly responds, Brendan Fraser.
I'm telling you, Kid can single-handedly
And now that idea will haunt me for the rest of my Star Wars fan career. Star Wars fan career. The idea of having like a Han Solo type character played by Brendan Fraser in the prequel trilogy, that's going to haunt me forever now. Because goddamn, that would have been perfect. Good pick, actually. Maybe it's just because I really love Brendan Fraser, but as soon as he said it, I was like, oh my god, that is the greatest idea I've ever heard for these movies. Why? Why am I always going to have to think about this now? Does not include arcade mode? Isn't the story like 20-some missions?
But I'm still good. Bombers incoming. We got no place for the tank to hide.
Oh, that was a terrible RCL. We're gonna act like that didn't happen.
Sounds like you guys were missing.
What could have been, bro? Just the idea.
For some air support.
They also ran through a lot of trivia from the movie that I thought was hilarious. Like, apparently Ewan McGregor was the second pick for Obi-Wan Kenobi. They weren't gonna go with him. And I can't remember, it was another big actor at the time that they had lined up for it, and I can't remember who it is right now, but apparently the actual pick, like the #1 pick for Obi-Wan Kenobi, ended up getting thrown out the window and they brought Ewan in instead, literally because George Lucas's daughter just didn't like the actor. Like, she literally just said to him, like, yeah, I don't really like this guy. And so they got rid of him. And they brought in Ewan McGregor instead. And, like, you know, perfectly fine, because Ewan McGregor and Obi-Wan, at least, like, prequel Obi-Wan, you know, not Alec Guinness Obi-Wan. Like, they're one and the same. You couldn't do that character without Ewan McGregor. Nowadays, at least. Like, now that we have him, you could never do it without him. Like, he is that character sort of thing. But just crazy to me that their favorite pick for the role just got thrown out literally because George Lucas's daughter said, like, yeah, I don't really like this guy, though. And so they just got rid of him.
How'd that guy get there? Dive straight down if you want to live. These guys are
18 is the right amount. I think 18 is a nice middle ground in terms of like pacing and like being able to polish everything up, because AC5 has a lot of missions, but AC5 has a lot of missions that aren't very good. Yeah, hello there, obviously. You couldn't do that character without Obi-Wan, right? Or without Obi-Wan. You couldn't do that character without Ewan McGregor. You genuinely couldn't.
Hey, don't leave us alone and fall.
You could never cast anyone else as Obi-Wan. At least not at that age. Like, maybe if you wanted to do a really young Obi-Wan, you know, you'd have to find someone. If you wanted to do a really old one again, like, you could find someone who at least embodies the Alec Guinness quality, but like, no, it's Obi-Wan, like, it's Ewan McGregor. He is him.
Don't check it out. This battle hasn't been decided yet.
Oh god. I'm so scared of missiles after being shot down at the end so many times by one single missile.
Enemy AWAC shot down. The enemy's air forces are falling apart. All right, mission complete. Return to base.
Could have done with 2 to 4 more. Story is one thing. The story is a whole other thing for me. Like, I always will put the gameplay stuff above the story stuff, but definitely in terms of story, from what I've played of Ace Combat, like, Ace Combat 0 needed more missions. Purely story-wise, I mean. Like, to actually properly flesh out what they were trying to do with that story, it needed a little more room to breathe that it didn't have in the final version. The pacing was, to be blunt about it, a shit show in AC0's story. Had a lot of good ideas, but man, that pacing, holy shit.
miles to touchdown.
I'm doing it nice and
Coming in
slow.
too fast. Slow down. You're on the
You know,
money.
the timing on that message coming through couldn't have been better. Just had to be sure. Just had to be sure. Will I be playing the story DLC for 7?
You're pretty good, Blaze. Stand
Not
by
for the
and prepare
review,
for your next
because I don't
sortie.
really like reviewing DLC. Unless it's like a full-blown expansion to the point of like you can do a full video for it, like Ace Combat Zero, or for those who watch the Armored Core series, like all of those expansions, you know, like a Verdict Day or a 4 Answer sort of thing. Like if they're on that sort of scale, then yeah, like they get their own video sort of thing. But if it's 3 missions thrown in at the end, it's kind of weird because like it feels weird to put it in along with the base game just because it wasn't there to begin with. But then it also feels weird to do a full video because it's not enough to do a full video. But I think that I'll play them on stream because I've heard that they're really good. So I don't think I'll really bring them up in the review series, but I'll definitely play them for stream, I think.
Operation Desert Arrow was a success. Yuktabania's field headquarters and the airfield both fell to our forces. The Ocean
Game
Army is
launches you're
advancing
waiting
quickly
for?
On all fronts. Enemy forces
I
in the
mean,
northern
now
part of
I
the
have to
Gelati
think,
Desert
right?
are on the
Because like
verge of being
Tekken was my
annihilated.
big one.
The ground
What else is
forces,
coming this
fresh
year?
from securing
Stalker
the
is
Gelati area of operations,
slotted for
have
this
set off the
year,
Kuruk
but
fortress in their
Stalker
quest to liberate Zinnegrad.
was also slotted for like 2021 because if you don't know, the game has been delayed over and over and over because the developers are based in Ukraine. So obviously their development has been a little thrown off by certain events over the last few years. But currently they're saying, I think they said September is what they're aiming for this year. So if that comes to be, I've been waiting for Stalker 2 for years. So that's definitely a big one for me. What all is coming out this year? Hold on. Right now, off the top of my head, Tekken was my big one, and that just came out. So now I'm sort of, I need to go back to being like, okay, what else is coming out this year? Oh, Suicide Squad came out today. Probably enough said about that. Oh, actually, okay, this one's gonna sound so small and so random, but at the end of the month, like literally on the 28th, the Star Wars Dark Forces port from Night Dive is coming out, and I'm playing that on stream. I'm a big Star Wars fan. I'm a big Boomer Shooter fan. If you don't know, Dark Forces is a Star Wars FPS game from '94, I want to say, that was made in the Doom engine. It's literally a Star Wars Boomer Shooter. Like, it's a Boomer Shooter where you're running around shooting stormtroopers with blasters. It's great. It's very, very good. It's one of my favorite Star Wars games ever. And that Night Dive port is coming out at the end of the month. Historically, when Night Dive does these ports, they also make it so that if you own the original game already, it's just a free update to get the new port. So I likely won't even have to buy the game, which is amazing. Like, I love that Night Dive always does that. Oh, it's a leap year this year. I forget. So it's on the second to last day of the month. My bad.
And do your part to boost citizen morale. This is the vice president we're dealing with here. So
Oh, Dragon's Dogma? I might play Dragon's Dogma.
Anything out there.
Maybe.
Your mission this time takes
Genuinely.
place above November International
I don't know
Stadium.
yet.
A
Don't
gigantic
take my word on
70,000
that, but I
seater
might. It
located
looks
in the
really
center of
good.
the city of November on the southern coastline.
It looks
of
very
Ocean.
good.
Vice President Appleruth is
There's
giving a
not
speech
really
there.
a lot
He will be
announced for this
conducting a
year.
flyby above the stadium as part of the production. You can return to base at 17:30 hours, the time the speech is
Foul
scheduled to
language,
end.
how dare
After
you.
the flyby,
It's the letter
remain in
G.
formation
The
and
bot
conduct a
freaking
combat
out.
air patrol in and around
Not gonna
the
stick
stadium
around. Love the
until
Metal
that
Gear
time.
stuff, and we'll stay tuned.
This
Thank
is a
you.
ceremonial
Appreciate
flight,
it.
But you will be fully armed in
Have a
case
good
of an
day.
emergency. Don't forget to patrol the airspace.
Yeah,
surrounding
Stalker
the
2
stadium,
is
too.
currently slotted for September 5th. So if that comes out then, which I'm not going to expect it to, but if it does, that's going to be big for me. And like I've been waiting for that for years. Oh, the new Hellblade game comes out at the end of May. I haven't played the first one yet, but it's been on my backlog forever. The Alone in the Dark remake is next month too. I keep forgetting that that's a thing. I might wait and see how that goes. Just because. I might just hold off and see. Stadium? Oh, okay, I know what mission this is. I was sitting here and I was like, okay, you guys, I was looking at game releases. I don't know what I'm doing, but I know exactly what this is. The fish bed will certainly be interesting for this one, to put it lightly. Let's buy the Grippin. And then we're broke again. Oh, it's gonna clap you again. It's the letter G. Wait for it. Where's the bot? There it is. Used on its own, the bot, for good reason, will freak out. Like, it's doing what it's supposed to, and it's annoying a lot of the time. But when it is actually like one of the situations where it's doing what it's meant to security wise, thank God for it. Plane history, please. For what? The fish bed?
This is a ceremonial
I feel like if we do
flight.
plane history, we gotta do them as I'm flying them, right?
Everyone, form up and don't stray apart from each other. Okay, Blaze?
This is my favorite Ace Combat.
Let's begin.
So far, this is probably still my second favorite. But I think that the cracks are gonna start to show when I do 3 playthroughs of it, like back to back to back. But right now, just doing the hard mode run, the first of the reruns, I would still say it's my second favorite from what I've played. It's up there for me. I stand by it still. But we'll see. And I'm not necessarily gonna take it back either because, what's it called? Like, the review videos are based on the first time experience. So even if after like 4 playthroughs of a game, my mind changes, I'm still gonna be like, well, yeah.
Blaze,
After my first playthrough, I did think that. So I don't take it back.
be able to cram together a little closer.
I might think differently now, but I don't take it back. You guys like my ceremonial flying? I'm doing a great job, clearly.
The formation's falling apart.
No, it's not. No, it's not. The formation is wonderful. Uh-oh. Am I supposed to do that? Oh, I'm supposed to do that. Whoop. Whoa, hello. Beautiful. Beautiful. What a flight, you guys. We did it.
Don't do anything weird.
I'm not. Uh-oh, where are we going? Guys? What's the plan here? Oh, sweet Jesus. Just follow Edge. Do what Edge does, I think. Oh, we're still going.
This marks the end of your flight. Good work, War Dog.
Thank you. I did it. It was wonderful. Such a happy looking squadron. I hope nothing bad happens. I like the mission where you track Nagase with the radar. I do too. I always forget though that you have to go and protect the helicopter, so I'll fail it every time. Every time.
They are filled with anger against
Flawless formation, thank you.
and they
Thank you.
That they will not drop their weapons until Yuktobanya has surrendered.
I do my best.
I need to listen.
Oh yeah, that Princess Peach game comes out next month too. Remember that, Chad?
Great. Here comes the thunderous applause.
Remember that?
Wait, that's all. Citizens, please stop this. Thoughts endless in flight. Day turns to night.
That isn't exactly rock and roll, you know.
Who cares? Hey, they want to get along with the enemy too, right? Man, this song's got soul.
This is Thunderhead. Approaching enemy formation confirmed.
I got it.
Engage them.
Stadium in sight. Secure the airspace until the Governor's
That's one.
arrives.
Tally ho, enemy fighters.
I know. I'm well aware.
McNeely Air Force Base tried to scramble fighters, but the runway was blocked after someone crashed on takeoff. I'm calling for reinforcements now. It'll be
Shit.
6 minutes before the nearest squadron arrives.
Roger that.
Who is shooting a missile at me?
So we're on our own until then?
6 minutes is plenty of time.
Hey, wait a minute. Whoa, they're still singing. Why aren't they evacuating the stadium? Where's the air raid siren?
I completely forgot about the Princess Peach game until I just saw it on there. I think it's because they revealed it alongside Mario Wonder. I feel like that was a really not smart thing to do.
Is this the Yuke's way of expressing their opinion of the
But what do I know? I'm not in games marketing.
The enemy's targeting a public
But I definitely,
rally.
oh my god, that's a great start.
They're singing for solidarity. with
I definitely
Yuktobanya
feel
down
like
there.
in terms of the whole news cycle thing, it's a little weird. Like they had to have known that if you reveal two like Mario property games, and one of them is a spin-off for Peach, and one of them is like an actual new mainline title, the Peach game isn't going to do so well in the news cycle, by comparison at least.
Open the entrance gates. Get the people on the first floor out that way.
Uh-oh.
Get them
Whoa.
as far away as possible.
I do not want to have to fly in formation again. You can't make me.
Priorities here.
You can't make me.
Evacuation has begun.
No more ceremonial flying for me today.
Why'd the vice president have to assemble so many people here? Jeez, what a moron.
Oh, I only
Captain
had one.
Davenport, shut your mouth and take out those enemies.
Aye, aye, sir. Now you're talking.
Wonder's actually really good too. It is. I didn't buy it, but my mom bought it on her Switch, and I yoinked it and I played some.
We can't let them take
And I thought it was
control
good.
of the airspace.
I'm safe now.
4 minutes until reinforcements arrive. Just as we were briefed, there's only 4 of them. That may be enough. These are the Rosgrees after all.
I feel like we're being sent to die as some sacrifice.
Oh boy.
Somebody go up
There
to
we
the
go.
front of the line and guide everyone out. Can you evacuate the VIP boxes first? Locked on. Box 2, box 2.
Divert the enemy's attention over here.
Parents play games. Not really. My mom has a Switch, but Mario, like that is legit her main thing. Like she kind of just plays Mario. What else does she even have?
Target hit.
I know she has Animal Crossing on her Switch. She has actually the Animal Crossing edition Switch.
How much longer do you think we can hold them off?
So she actually has a cooler Switch than I do because I just have the basic one from back when it came out. But she has the Nintendo, or sorry, the Animal Crossing one. Game stream one. She's really not, you guys, she's not good at it. Let me tell you, she's not good at it. She only has a Switch. Well, I'm just saying, it's not like she's like a big gamer. She has a Switch, she has a couple games.
Kid, this is Chopper.
Mario is like her big one.
Roger, I'll hang on a little longer.
I know she has Animal
We won't
Crossing.
be able to evacuate the citizens in time.
I think that's about what she has on her Switch, at least as far as I know.
Position here.
I can't really think of anything else that she has.
Please, miss.
That might genuinely be it.
Plane shut down. Almost locked on.
We can't make it. There's too many of them.
Hang in there. 2 minutes until Allied reinforcements arrive.
I could go another 2 minutes for sure.
Get ready to pass
We're
the
good.
baton.
But yeah, we are running the MiG because we're trying to just fill the gauge. This mission might do it, to be honest.
They had us going to
Like, we're relatively close, and there's a lot of targets here. Like, we've already gotten a lot of kills with it.
return to base.
She plays Bayonetta when you're not watching. There's no way that she has
Restore communication link.
the technical skill for it, unfortunately.
What's going on?
Did that typhoon just disappear? What happened?
In there.
Did I miss something? Did I like glance away from the screen?
Responding to me.
From what I saw, I swear to you that plane just disappeared.
On the stadium. Don't let anyone linger around the gate. They're blocking
Dude
the
just
way.
teleported? I thought so. I was like, did I see that right? Or did he just actually blink away?
There's still people in the general admission seats. Who's evacuating them?
Use the rockets. I might hit something up here. There's a lot of them flying around.
Prepared for a lost kid? Gee, not now. Reason for the evacuation? Just make up something.
This is Archer. I shot him down. I was sure I was gonna get skewered by that missile.
Never touched a computer except for her phone. Oh man. My parents are really...
Emergency exits, escape slides. We're
I
using
swear
everything.
they're not at that age where they can't use technology, but they think that they are. As weird as that sounds.
They sure picked a bad time.
Like, they'll always ask me how to do stuff,
Any bombs
and
dropped, this place will be
if I just...
Fox
If
2,
I...
Fox 2.
Sometimes I genuinely just have to be like, okay, you know how to do that. And they'll say that they don't, but then if I just run them through it, they'll know how to do it. Like, they know exactly what to do, but they just think that they don't. Like, my mom will ask me how to do something with her phone. She'll be like, I don't know how to change this on my phone. And if I'm just like, where would you start if you tried to? She'll be like, open the settings. I'm like, It's just really simple shit, right? Like, making the font bigger on their phones was one recently, a little bit ago, where I literally just asked them, like, how do you think you would do it? And they knew exactly how to do it. They just thought that they didn't.
Planes are shot down.
Archer, Fox 2.
They're like, because, you know, I don't know how to do it off the top of my head either. You open the settings and you search for what you want, and maybe you find it, maybe you don't. And if you don't, you Google it.
Crushing us, both physically and politically.
I mean, that's how we all do it, right?
Hori's on.
That's just kind of how it works.
Sanitized yet, but go ahead and begin your attack. Roger, Chole. Commencing attack on the stadium.
Are you alright? You've been hit.
It's nothing big. Not wounded. I ought to be able to keep this plane in the air a little longer. Besides, planes are expendable, right, kid?
Yes.
Kid, that's the kind of line I expect from a captain.
That was a terrible shot.
I can't confirm their position.
And I don't have a lot of missiles left.
Check them visually.
I see them. They're over there.
Chopper, can you bail out?
Well,
Wow, what am I... Okay.
now.
All airborne aircraft, do not return to base.
About being able to access the information to find answers. Well, yeah, sometimes if they ask me to do something and I don't know how to do it,
There's nothing but houses down
I just tell them that too. Where I'm just like, look, if I try to do it, all that I'm gonna do is Google how to do
I
it.
can drop this plane.
Like, you can Google how to do it. You know how to use Google.
The stadium, Chopper. Can you hear me? Drop it into the center of the stadium and bail out. Do you understand?
A lot of Gen Z people don't know how to use a computer. But yeah, I don't think a lot of Gen Z or even millennial people know how to use a computer. Because what do we all do when we don't know? Like, we go to Google. We don't all just know how to do it off the top of our heads. We just search how to do it. We know how to figure out how to do it. We don't know how to do it. We just know how to figure it out. Like when I built a PC. It's like, I don't know off the top of my head every last bit of what I had to do, but I knew how to use the Google on my smartphone.
Chopper, I'll cover you.
Take down the enemy first.
Captain Davenport, please bail out!
Just a little more. Just let me keep flying until the evacuation's over.
I feel like knowing how to use Google is genuinely
Damn it, I'm losing
one of the most important life skills at this point.
All right, just keep flying.
Oh no. Sweet Jesus. Because it really is like, you can figure out how to do anything if you just know how to search it. Don't they give you an instruction manual? They do, but you know what's easier than reading the instruction manual and, you know, trying to just be like, do I really understand what they're saying? Or you pull up a YouTube video and you watch someone do it, like step by step, and you do what the person does, and boom. So much easier, no second guessing yourself. Google was my best friend when I worked IT. I mean, really, it is like, we don't know how to do it. We just know how to figure it out.
I can't. The electrical system's all messed up. The canopy won't blow. Ejection seat's probably not working either.
Don't give up. Chopper, keep trying. Chopper!
I'm gonna miss that noise.
Chopper! I sure hope Chopper gets to see his mom after this sortie. Hold on, I have to mess with the timer. It's... there. Wow, it's dark. It's gonna be ChatGPT in the near future. Bro, I'm so screwed as soon as it is, because I have not used ChatGPT once. Because you need like an account to use it, right? I don't even have an account for it. Like, genuinely, I still to this day have never used ChatGPT.
These guys are no demons. We can take them.
If I was still in school when ChatGPT came around, I would have used it. Because, bro, my sister genuinely, like, she has had entire school assignments done for her by ChatGPT. She's in college right now. And she's like, yeah, like, it can actually do my work. Genuinely. I just have to mess with it a little bit. You know, you have to have the skill set to not get caught with it, but that's it.
What's going on? They're maneuvering even better than before. So this is what those demons are really like.
Does Chole just have to live for another 2 minutes if that's on the mission clock at this point? It's not about getting any more kills at this rate, is it? It's just waiting for backup now. Pretty sure. Because we're at 90% in the last minute and 40 seconds. So if all Chole has to do is fly around in circles at this point with no missiles left, that's all Chole is gonna do. Genuinely. Chole's just gonna make sure he doesn't throw it the last second going for machine gun kills.
Don't lose your confidence. We can still beat them.
If you just went to college to get a real job, you'd be able to test it.
Reinforcements inbound. We should separate from the fight soon.
Oh, he's being sarcastic. For a second, Chole was a little confused. Chole gets it. Hello, Ryden. Chole's actually kind of pissed that ChatGPT came around, like, right after he finished college. Because, man, that would have been so nice for design docs. Chole had to do so many design docs near the end of his degree. Chole could have opened up the AI, put in all the stuff, boom, generate, just edit it real quick, done. YouTube's gonna go bankrupt in 2012 and game design isn't real, true. One Smosh and Ray William Johnson leave. YouTube is done for. Just cheats you out of actually learning how to do things. Well, you know what they do in the industry now? They use ChatGPT. Bullshit. Chole had to learn the hard way, and now that's not even how they do it. Bullshit.
Vice President Appleruth escaped from the stadium in his personal vehicle.
Chole will take an A for that. Fishbed Gaming, first try, A rank. Chole's happy with it.
Ingress route is currently under investigation.
We can make it work.
Captain Alvin H. Davenport, who lost his life in the battle, is no longer with the team. He has been granted a posthumous 2-rank promotion.
To be able to intelligently ask ChatGPT or Google, true. Bro, you know how much easier it would have been if Chole could have run his scripts for all of his scripting courses? Because, okay, anyone in chat know how to code, right? Anyone ever done extensive scripting? It doesn't even have to be for game design, just like really long scripting, right? Like hundreds, thousands of lines, right? Anyone ever done that? You know how easily that shit breaks because of just one tiny error that you won't see? You know how many fucking hours Chole spent on a Sunday night, you know, like 2 hours before the submission time, just combing through scripts trying to find that one mistake?
Who's this they you're referring to?
North Ossia
Imagine
Industries.
if Chole was like 2 years younger than he is.
Run by the Belkan government.
It's bullshit.
But Ossia has taken over that land now. South Belkan technology is being used for Ossia. Why does Yuktobania have this?
Good question. Actually...
Great question.
Speaking of Belka, Ossia recruited some Belkan flying aces after the war 15 years ago to strengthen our air force. You know about this?
No. Really?
An aggressor squadron comprised entirely of Belkan aces. Our old enemy. Well, that's the rumor anyway. Even an old fox like me isn't sure they exist. I bet the current administration isn't even aware of the story.
Don't even use codings. There was no point anyway. What do you mean? Have you seen this chatbot? The amount of things that I've fixed in the last 2 days because my script was terrible.
Ground forces can proceed
How many bugs we found just yesterday and today in the chatbot all of a sudden that have been there forever, but we didn't find them until like today.
The advance of our armies for the past 5 days. If this situation continues for much longer, it will give Yuktobania
you know Chole does game design? You guys sarcastically say that without knowing that like most of the new people actually don't know that. Genuinely. Like most new chatters actually don't know because I don't bring it up all the time.
Sortie fell prey to their anti-aircraft guns and air defense fighters. Deal a decisive blow
like
to the
JavaScript? No, it's CSS and it sucks.
The ground forces as they penetrate the complex.
CSS is a bullshit coding language.
The day of Sinigrad's liberation is near.
CSS is garbage. Thank you. Awful. Awful. What the hell is malbolt? What is this? Oh, it's like a super, super old programming language. It's literally described as a public domain, esoteric programming language. Genuinely, the first sentence of the Wikipedia page describes it as esoteric. Just when it's defining what it even is, it says esoteric. No exaggeration. It's named after the 8th circle of hell in Dante's Inferno, the Malbolge. Male bulge? Male bulge. There's an E in the Dante's Inferno one. Get this. Malbolge was very difficult to understand when it arrived, taking 2 years for the first Malbolge-based program to appear. The author himself has never written a Malbolge program. The first program was not written by a human being. It was generated by a beam search algorithm designed by Andrew Cook. It took 2 years for a machine learning algorithm to even make a single program. And it beat the humans to it. Andrew Cook is my brother-in-law, legitimately. Same one, right? Oh wait, this one has an E on the end. We'll run with it. We'll run with it. It's definitely the same one. It's absolutely the same one. 100%. Yeah. F-35 plane history. No! Stop that. We can do the plane history when we fly it. I think we already did the fishbed plane history back in AC2, didn't we? Did we not? I think we did. I think I looked up the fishbed before. Right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I absolutely did. Like way back in AC2. I pulled up the wiki page and the first thing I read seemed familiar. I'll just write an assembly at that point. All right. This should be the last fishbed mission.
Captain, which plane should I use?
Unfortunately. Tragically. Hold on.
Should we go ahead and launch anyway?
Yeah, get me some more XP in that thing. I don't want to fly it for very long. I know that Edge doesn't get any targets shot down for some reason. I don't know why that's like a consistent thing, but Edge doesn't shoot anything.
1 mile to refueling craft.
Like all of the XP that even is on her plane is there from when we had Chopper flying it. May he rest in peace.
100 yards to go.
Like Edge has genuinely gotten little to no target kills throughout the entire campaign.
Perfect, Blaze. Commencing refueling.
Chopper got a ton. Grim gets some. Edge has gotten like jack shit. The Typhoon has the stats of the Wyvern? What? Like legitimately? Was it unintentional?
King Cobra to Able. Today we're gonna do it. This is Able.
They just randomly gave it super plain stats?
Roger that. I'll tell everyone now.
This mission, I remember being tough, and I think I was flying the Burkett when I did this.
This message to our armies.
Like when I played for the review, I recognized this mission as being difficult.
Alright then, let's finish this up quick so we can get home to our families.
And we're in a fish bed. A programming error? That's crazy.
Allied forces in the air, listen to me. If the ground forces are wiped out, this operation will fail. We need to place top priority on eliminating the threat.
Oh, I didn't need to launch two.
We're counting on you.
Archer, engaging. Good kill.
You know the Sand Island squadron above us? Supposedly they're the Rosgrays we keep hearing about. Radio intercept team! Does the enemy have something hidden up their sleeve? Our air support's from Sand Island, so don't worry about a thing.
That's right, it's us. The Rosgrees. Or so they keep calling us.
King Cobra, get out while we can still provide cover. I see you.
Why don't we just use assembly?
Still in operation.
Because C++ is the best.
Remember, there will be no fourth time.
I mean, C# is solid too, but C++ is where it's at. For sure.
This is the third time. Watch out for enemy planes. We're dealing with the Rosgrees here. This one ready for takeoff.
Oh, this is pushing it.
Damage report. Puff, Adder, and Mamba teams.
Yeah, they call me Tom Cruise.
70%.
Little bit.
Walking away, and they're hungry for blood.
That was definitely pushing it a little bit.
Sorry, no visitors allowed. Run along.
They call me Maverick from time to time. No particular reason. No clue why they would.
Okay, I've generated good angles on this one. I can dodge it.
That one was really close.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
That one was insanely close.
Allied planes overhead. This is the 3rd Lance Armored Brigade. Requesting orders to penetrate the fortress. All right, roger that.
I should not have given them permission.
3rd Lance units, forward.
It's okay. We can make it work.
HQ to 1st Platoon. Move forward.
We can make this work. Oh,
I've been waiting for this.
they made it work. Oh, that's right. Tanks take 2. Shit. We're not playing your grandpa's AC-4 anymore.
Roger. Nice work. First barrier cleared. Wow, in record time, too.
Oh, the shades can come off.
They have a great view on all sides from here. They can target us no matter
What?
where we are. This fortress has turned out to be full of surprises. Keep your takeoff roll short. Begin launch.
I love that no one knows Maverick's real name in Top Gun. What do you mean? It's Tom Cruise. It's canon. Maverick's real name is Tom Cruise. In the Top Gun continuity and everything. Yep.
Planes taking off a fortress runway.
Could you imagine if they did that?
To launch a counterattack.
This is Mission 1. Commence attack.
Targeting the Rosgrees and the enemy.
I mean, like, actors have played themselves in movies before. Pete Mitchell? Oh, shit. That sounds right. It's been a minute since I saw it. Did we all just kind of forget, aside from, like, Ryan and Jess, apparently? Oh, Google best friend. Well, there goes that Mandela effect.
This is Tarantula. We're halfway through the fortress.
Yeah, I'm flying real good and safe today,
This time.
as you can see.
Advancing out of Fortress Gate.
Hit me with the stun. You can't do that.
Where's our Air Force? It's a one-sided
Like 2 people in chat know the reference,
We can't give up our air
and they're boomers like me.
These are the aces of the UK.
Actually, considering my channel demographics, that might be Zoomer. Are memes from like 2013 Boomer or Zoomer memes in this chat?
They've got some sharp moves.
Ground forces are inferior.
That's a good question.
This time. Looks like we'll be able to enjoy
Oh, come on.
families thanks to Sand Island.
What am I doing?
Facility has fallen to the enemy. Those guys can attack from any position. Don't let your guard down.
Fish bed, come on.
Crees will be able to dodge these missiles.
We're at the northern fortress wall. We're breaking through.
At this rate, we'll be able to make up for all that lost time. Defense network destroyed.
You know, the RCL might have to get whipped out.
Guys are unstoppable. Pump Batter, Huntsman, and Taipan teams all destroyed. We got just a handful of men left.
Allied forces are sustaining heavy damage. We've got to hurry.
I'm working on it.
This is Furlance. We're at the fortress exit. Should we go outside?
No.
Please advise.
No.
Roger. We'll hold position here and contact you later. Hold off the enemies outside for us until then. The enemy's radio chatter is getting frantic. The enemy keeps going on about this Rosgrees thing. Against the Rosgrees? It's hopeless. This has to be some kind of ploy. The Rosgrees don't really exist.
Oh, sweet. Now they're doing stuff. Let's go.
Don't you know? Only good little boys can see the fourth one.
AA guns confirmed destroyed.
The front lines are falling apart. We don't have much time.
Okay. I'm really working on it here.
Facility confirmed
All right.
destroyed.
Jesus.
Do they think 3 planes are enough to take us on?
Oh, I can
These
fly.
guys are tough. I can't let my guard down for a second.
I can fly just fine.
Box 2. Continuing close air support. Enemy facility confirmed destroyed.
This is Frontlands. We've lost several units. We can't stay here. Is it safe to move outside?
Relatively speaking, sure.
Exiting the fortress now. Frontlands, advance at full speed.
Bust through here like you're gonna run all the way to Cinegrad.
When does Boomer Zoomer start? Well, legitimately, Zoomer starts in 96.
Blaze, watch your special weapons reserves.
Boomer starts 46, I think. Don't quote me on that.
Blaze's missile hit the target.
As far as the internet's concerned,
Get the Rosgrees over here now. Our lives are depending on them.
Zoomer starts in, actually, who knows? I don't even really know what the internet means at this point when they say Zoomer. But normally when the internet says boomer, they're either talking about people on the early end of millennial, or they're talking about Gen X. So I guess boomer starts in, when would Gen X have started? Oh, son of a bitch.
Blaze just crashed.
Chole forgets about Gen X? No, Chole didn't forget Gen X. $65 to $80, that makes sense. So I guess boomer starts in 65 according to the internet. Chole probably missed a lot. It's a mountain. It happens at least once a stream. It was bound to happen at some point.
That wall in front of us? We're getting air support from Sand Island today.
All right, this time. I also now will remember that I have RCL for like the bunkers and stuff. That should make things a lot easier.
This fortress will not be captured. Go back to your country.
Is that Campbell from?
All right then. Let's finish this up quick so we can get home to our families.
No.
Edge
Okay.
engaged.
For a second, I was like, what the?
Allied forces in the air, listen to me. If the ground forces are wiped out, this operation will fail. We need to place top priority on eliminating the threat to our ground forces. We're counting on you.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing this time.
Engaging.
Excellent.
And we're doing it again.
Captain, please respond.
Oh boy.
Pilots, check your plane and prepare for refueling.
Gen Z is 97. I thought Gen Z was
1 mile
96
to refueling craft.
to 2010.
500 yards to go.
Team cover to Able. Today we're gonna do it.
Gotta hit those brakes more. The brakes were were they on?
Lieutenant Colonel, the enemy sent this message to our armies. This fortress will not be captured.
It differs, 96, 97. Yeah, it doesn't seem like even
All right then.
Gen Z is like totally agreed on for the exact
Edge
years.
engaging.
Because it's also true that some sources will say that 95
Allied forces
is Gen
in the
Z.
air, listen to me. If the ground forces
Like
are
some
wiped out,
sources
this
would put
operation
false
will
in Gen
fail.
Z on that,
Place top priority on
or to that
eliminating the
extent.
threat to our ground forces. We're
But
counting on you.
definitely not very many, like comparatively. I feel like the most common one that I've seen is 96
Enemy's capital city.
to 2011.
You know the Sand Island squadron above us?
Shit, either way, whether it's like 96, 97, that means that Gen Alpha is like close to done. It's all arbitrary anyways. That's true. It doesn't really matter a whole lot.
Our air support's from Sand Island, so don't worry about it
Because even like for me being Gen Z, right? The experience that I had growing up is so drastically different from the experience that other people in the same generation who were just born on the later end had. Because being born in like 2010, 2011 led to a very different like early childhood, or just childhood era in general than what I had, right? Like very, very different. When I was little, iPad kids didn't even exist. But then on the late end of Gen Z, they're all iPad kids. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know how this exactly works. It feels like there are genuinely like 3 distinct categories of Gen Z. Like, no, I'm not even bullshitting. It feels like if you were born like in that early side, like 96 to 2000, you had a much different experience than like 2000 to 2007, maybe, I would say. And then post 2007 had a completely unique experience. Not that it really matters all that much in the end. The economy's fucked us all. You know, it didn't discriminate. But in terms of like the childhood experience, it's very different, like insanely different. Even just among Gen Z. I feel like it doesn't even matter at this point. Early core and late for each gen. Oh, really? I would be core Gen Z then, I guess, right? Since I'm right in the middle. 2002 for the record. I haven't heard the early, late, and core thing before, but honestly, that makes a lot of sense. Especially for like Gen Z. Virgin Mobile.
Targeting the Rosgreaves and the enemy strike craft.
What? What the? Come on. Snake 2!
These guys are unstoppable! Enemy tank confirmed destroyed. Get around to their left flank! Gun turret! Gotta take
Snake
that out.
2.
Close contact with A3.
That's a real... Snake 2 deserves a review someday.
Damn it, they've been wiped out! Watch out for enemy air attack!
I'm good with the economy, even though I lost a ton of cash when I sold my house in Florida. I'm not surprised.
Enemy fire intensifying.
Man, imagine if you still had it now, though, Ryan. Jesus.
Damn it, where's our air cover? I can't hear you. The enemy's reached shelter 8. Requesting
Florida real estate right now? Woo! Like any Florida real estate. Does not matter what it is.
damage. Get out! They made it in, but it's even worse
It could be
inside.
Daytona real estate, man, but like...
Enemy tank confirmed destroyed.
Our ground forces are under intense fire.
Being attacked from the air
And no one wants to live in Daytona.
Bats like this.
Trust, I've been there. No offense to my Daytonians out there.
Fox 2. I evaded the missile.
But I don't think many of them want to live there either.
Enemy facility
Not at the low,
confirmed
but it hadn't
destroyed.
rebounded yet. Yeah. This bot is wild. What did it do this time?
The attack's growing more fierce. This is
Oh, I gotta save it.
right through the fortress.
If things keep going like this, we just might pull it off this time.
Spamming symbols.
Advancing out of Fortress Gate. Finally shook it off.
How many symbols are we talking, mods?
One-sided battle down there.
Oh, brackets and stuff?
That's gotta be some kind of bad joke.
How many?
Locked on.
Was it like enough where it makes sense that the bot got triggered, or was it kind of wild?
Both sides.
Whoa! This guy's good.
Stay calm. Just shoot them down.
That tank is annoying the shit out of me. Do I only have one tank left? Oh my god.
This time. Looks like we'll be able to enjoy the new year with our families. thanks to Sand Island.
I've heard of the 4 wings of Sand Island, but I only see 3. Don't you know? Only good little boys can see the 4th one.
Oh, these are still up?
HQ, we're at the northern fortress wall. We're breaking through.
That was really close, but worth it. Worked out.
They're back again.
Oh no, we have more than one tank. Okay. Woo!
I can see how they'd be like demons to the enemy.
For a second there.
This is Fairlands. We're at the fortress exit.
Whoa, I almost just lost control for a second. Yeah, you can go.
We'll break down the gate. Thanks for your instructions from above. Good luck to you.
Alright, we got this.
Bust through here like you're gonna run all the way to Cinegrad. We're pushing them back all the way to
7, I guess? Okay, 7.
Squeeze over here now. Our lives are depending on that. Disregard any. Please let us make time.
I can look at what the bot is doing.
These are the aces of the UK Air Force. I can't
7.
Missile! Break!
I'm trying to like picture. Is 7 too many? Is that an overreaction?
Those guys are gonna blow away the entire fortress. Help us! It's the Rosbreeze! Defend this area to the death.
Okay, we're pulling up. We're pulling up. You wonder how I fly into the ground so often. But then you sit around for even just a few minutes and you're like, oh no, that I can see how this happens.
Enemy tank confirmed destroyed.
Oh, come
Continued
on.
resistance. I can't believe they're still holding up.
This is annoying as shit.
Do they think 3 planes are enough to take us on?
These guys are tough. I can't let my guard down for a second.
Bring out the dragon.
Oh,
I'm in range.
The enemy's been hit hard too. Damn it! Another one went down.
Enemy tank confirmed destroyed.
Retreat is not an option. Keep moving forward.
they should be clear, right?
Go!
Yeah.
Northern fortress wall.
Fish
Take it
bed
down.
gaming.
Skewered them.
Hold on, I can go look at it. Let me just make sure I don't crash into the ground.
Excellent. Hey, send a message back to the enemy. This fortress has been successfully captured. We're going back to our
I'm gonna go
country
look at
real
the bot
soon.
because that doesn't seem too crazy to me. Let's see. Yeah, it's 100% because of the numbers. Here. There, tweaked it a little bit.
The so-called impregnable fortress fell in half a day.
Man, that
and the
stuff is so
momentum of
sweet.
The Osean army had reached a peak. Its final stronghold lost, the Yuktubanian army was setting up a barricade in the urban area up ahead. The next battle could see a lot of bloodshed, with innocent civilians caught in the crossfire. However, the men and officers of the Osean army were optimistic. They thought, as long as the 3 fighters from Sand Island were taking part in the action, things would turn out all right. They have become the center of the army's strength now.
The emojis hate me. Oh, I'm flying.
Squadron, this is Thunderhead. Fly to the tanker for refueling. There is an allied squadron to the east of your position.
We're
Now
absolutely
guide
going to
into
be done with the
tanker
fish
for
bed
air
after this
refueling.
then.
Good work, people.
Because it's a double mission.
We're one step away from the enemy's capital. We can win this
Wiggly
as long as we're
bracket?
with us.
Is that's
I can
not what
feel
you
it.
guys call it. That's not what you guys call it.
Those enemy pilots we
I don't know what we,
today.
it's curly
I
brace.
can't imagine how wonderful it would be to fly with them in peacetime.
That's what I call it. It's a curly brace right there.
92nd Squadron. Can you see us? It'll be an honor for us to escort you heroes. Let's go home.
Good idea to use fictitious countries.
Still wondering what Captain Chopper was doing when...
I mean, Metal Gear just went for it. Metal Gear uses real countries.
Wait a second. That escort plane. Oh no!
The 8492nd Squadron doesn't exist.
Someone in the Army's trying to lead us into a trap. Just like back at the
Holy
stadium.
planes!
Thunderhead.
Oh, they're not real.
Thunderhead, respond.
Oh, they're real.
Multiple unmarked fighters inbound.
Never mind, load distance.
Is that their voice on the radio?
You must destroy them. We can't let
Was that a missile? Or was that me? Did I fly into it?
We'll surround them and attack from all directions.
Did I fly into it? Hold on. Oh wait, replay. What happened here? Okay, it was a missile. It wasn't me. The formal name is Curly Bracket. They have many pet names such as Curly Braces, Flower Brackets. Curly Brace is the one that I always heard in,
This is Thunderhead. Fly to the tanker for
what's it called?
There is an allied squadron to the east of your position.
In dev? That's what everyone calls it for like programming and stuff, at least in my experience, is Curly Brace.
We're one step away from the enemy's capital. We can win this as long as you're with us. I can feel it.
Those enemy pilots we fought today. I can't imagine how
Right into the tail. I might have crashed anyway, but it was a missile from the rear.
Yeah.
War Dog.
So, it wasn't me crashing again. It doesn't count.
It'll be an honor for us to escort you heroes. Let's go home.
I don't trust you
Yeah.
bastards.
I'm still wondering what Captain Chopper was doing when...
Here we go.
ECM. Wait a second. That escort plane.
Oh no! The 8492nd Squadron doesn't exist.
Someone in the Army's trying to lead us into a trap.
Really?
Just like back at the stadium.
Thunderhead. Thunderhead, respond.
Multiple unmarked fighters inbound. Hey, is that their voice on the radio?
You must destroy them. We can't let them end this war. Roger. We'll surround them and attack from all directions.
I feel like the term parentheses is mostly used in
8492nd
computer
Squadron aren't
science.
used Tabanian spies?
8492.
I feel like people say parentheses all the
I
time.
know I've heard that somewhere before. That's right. When we were helping the president's emergency landing, it was the 8492nd who took our place.
Yeah.
PEMDAS wouldn't make sense otherwise. Yeah, outside of the US, it's not PEMDAS. False.
So that's what escalated the war?
I'm not sure if you've heard.
We've got to tell people
It's
about
not
this.
PEMDAS outside of the US.
We're completely surrounded.
Actually, Canada might use PEMDAS. I don't know. I could ask. I've got good friends in Canada.
Captain, evade that missile.
I've got a handful of good friends in Canada. I could ask.
Captain.
I don't know if they use PEMDAS up there.
Escape to the east.
Fox 2!
I know that they make fun of us for using like miles instead of kilometers, but at the same time, they use miles per gallon as a measurement still.
Got nothing but gray on my radar. It's
And they
being
literally
jammed.
say like, yeah, it's because kilometers per liter sounds really dumb. So we just use miles per gallon. Even though we don't use
War Dog Squadron,
gallons
this is
or
Thunderhead.
miles, they
Fly
still
to the
use that
tanker
measurement for some reason.
There is an allied squadron to the east of your position. They'll
Bode
guide you to
Moss.
the tanker for air refueling. Good work, people. We're one step away from the enemy's capital. We can win this as long as you're with us. I can feel it.
Oh, B, it would be brace. Wait, what? What is the O?
Pilots we fought today.
Or brace or bracket?
Wonderful it would be to fly with them in peacetime.
Bod, like body? No, that's Bode Moss if I've ever seen it.
This is the
What is the O?
82nd Squadron. Can you see us? It'll be an honor for us to escort you heroes. Let's go home.
Yeah.
Because like outside of that, the M and the D are just swapped, which doesn't matter because they're all in pairs anyway, right? But what the hell does O stand for?
Enemy ECM.
Bode is what you're saying?
That escort plane.
Need another vowel?
Oh,
Nope.
No.
The 8492nd Squadron
Nope.
doesn't exist.
Someone in the Army's trying to lead us into
I
a
just
trap.
got hit
Just like
twice.
back at the stadium.
Order? So square or square
Thunderhead,
root?
respond.
Order?
War Dog
Squadron, this is Thunderhead. Fly to the tanker for refueling. There is an allied squadron to the east.
What the hell does the
position.
E stand for anyway in PEMDAS? It's parentheses.
Good work, people. We're one step away from the enemy's capital. We can win this as long as you're with us.
Exponents. It stands for exponents. That's it.
Those enemy pilots we fought today.
It stands for exponents. I got it.
It would be to fly with them in peacetime.
You know, I may have struggled in math ever since early high school, but I at least got a D. I never failed a math class.
Can you see us? It'll be an honor for us to escort you heroes.
Not Bode, it's Bodmas. Order of magnitude? Oh, that kind of makes sense. You read my message? No, it wasn't even there at the time.
Enemy ECM.
Check this out. I'm getting around all these missiles.
That escort plane.
Oh no!
No
The
way!
82nd Squadron doesn't exist.
How are they even this close?
Into a trap. Just like back
We're
in the
just, we're
States.
sticking to full speed. We're just gonna fly at like 1200 the whole time, alright?
Multiple unmarked
I'm glad we're all on the same page here.
Is that their voice on the radio?
Must destroy them. We can't let them.
We're just sticking at the speed because there are so many missiles. Even if my turns are gonna be super wide,
2nd Squadron aren't you Tabanian spies?
it should keep me from getting shot.
8492, 8492, 8492. I know I've heard that somewhere before. That's right. When we were helping the president's emergency landing, it was the 8492nd who took our place.
Yeah, you're right.
I could have chipped or clipped him.
So that's what escalated the war.
How it sounds like Bode, because I said.
We've got to tell people about this.
I read it and I thought it sounded more appealing if I said Bode than Bot, so I went with it. What's the unit of speed? I don't know, because the units definitely change between games too. There's no way this is miles per hour.
Captain, penetrate their
There is
barrier
zero
down
chance
to
that
the
it's
east.
miles in this game. I know that much. Unless, like, maybe, but
Spawned.
I don't think
On my radar. It's
fighters
Jam.
tend to dogfight at like 1200 miles per hour. I could be wrong. I don't know shit about aviation.
We fell right into it.
Meters per second? That would make sense. I know some games do use miles per hour. Some Ace Combat games do, but they change from entry to entry, so it's kind of weird.
I'll only concentrate on the enemies.
Who's playing Persona 3 today? Not me,
Shot down.
clearly. It would be Mach 3.
The only thing we can do now is escape as quickly as possible.
Meters per second definitely makes sense for the speed measurement in this game, at least. It seems about right. 340 is the speed of sound. Yeah, that does seem about right. You know, we're just dogfighting at roughly 3 to 4 times the speed of sound right now.
We have to get out of here and
I can't, like, slow down with these guys just because they're going to shoot me. Did I just hit the ceiling at 30,000 meters?
got to escape the area.
The altitude might still be...
Return to base and let someone
Oh, no, that
know
might...
about this.
No, that's gotta be feet, right? It could be meters. I don't know. I think the altitude is still in feet.
But it's too dangerous.
Maybe.
What are Vulcan pilots doing here?
Altitude is in feet, speed is in kilometers per hour? No way it's kilometers per hour. There is zero chance.
If this is the truth.
There's no way I'm dogfighting at the speed of sound. Although it's Ace Combat.
My plane is heavily damaged from the last
These games
mission.
are always like overly arcadey, silly flight games, right? So maybe, but holy shit if it's true.
Separate from the plane. There's too much to think about. I think I'm gonna lose it.
Trussell 10, Fox 2.
Why would they mix feet and kilometers? I don't know. Ask Namco. Oh, you can change it in settings? Oh, hold on. I'll check it, actually. I didn't know that. Could be knots and feet. Knots? Knots?
They're just as powerful as our intelligence stated. Don't let up on them.
Main menu. Yeah, I'll have to look at it because it's definitely not there. Jesus Christ. Okay, we're gonna fly in a straight line for a minute here, as much as I can. Oy! All right, there's one that's like way out there. One that's super tailing the rest. This is a target.
This war doesn't need any heroes.
Target hit.
Oh shit, I might miss it now. He turned.
Aim for the cockpit. Don't let them get out alive.
Ah!
Enemy plane shot down by
Jesus,
plane.
there's still a lot of them. I hit one. I shot a little early because I was scared. Sunglasses? Hold on. I'm sweating, okay?
Shut down! Shut down!
I'm sweating right now. I'll get to the sunglasses.
This is Edge. I shot one down.
You bitches. I didn't know there were sunglasses. I heard an alert. Where is it? Ah, there it is. Skunkish Blue, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Oh, what? There we go. I was like, wow, my eyes do not want to transition right now. Prescription sunglasses for the win, bitches.
Captain, clear my 6.
Trussell 10, Fox 2. Don't let their moves deceive you.
Captain, you're almost within range.
Assault 6, Fox 2.
Archer!
Troll's pissed. Chole is pissed. Where is this plane? That plane isn't real. That plane actually isn't real.
Nip the dangerous seeds in the bud. Those are the orders.
Archer, Fox 2.
But those definitely are. Hold on. Oh, sweet Jesus. The machine gun on the tail. Uh-oh.
Don't let them escape no matter what. The future of
Aha!
is hanging in the balance. Trussell 10, Fox 2. Do not get in the way of Belka's future.
Holy shit! Where the hell is this jamming plane at?
They went one too far capturing that fortress.
Where is it?
These pilots are the straw that broke the camel's back. Get them.
Genuinely, though.
There'll be no place in history for you.
Aha! Come here, bitch.
Fox 2.
That was only slightly scary. It's not dead yet. Where the hell did it go? Or is there a second one? There's a second one.
Volgate 4 missile launched.
Where? Where?
Trussell
Where?
10, Fox 2.
Asterion is forever? What? That is what that says. Huh?
Fox 2! Fox 2!
Full game over, missile launched. Trestle 10, Fox 2.
Holy machine gun fire. Horrifying. Whoa.
Archer, Fox 2! I hit it!
This must be real if it's damaged. Oh yeah, it is.
Target hit!
Where the hell is the jamming plane?
Fox 2! Fox 2!
Hello, Gustavo.
Assault 6, Fox 2.
Are you real? You are.
Missile launched. Assault 6, Fox 2.
We'll see you around, Jess.
Fox 2!
Keep running him down!
Fox 2! Fox 2!
Trestle 10, Fox 2.
Shit. Oh my. Chosen the hard way? What do you mean the hard way? What do you mean by that?
Fly to the tanker for refueling. There is an allied squadron to the east of your position. They'll guide you to the tanker for air refueling.
They're all real? No, they're not. They're not all real.
One step away from the
There was a
enemy's
jamming
capital.
plane up there the whole time.
As long as you're with
And
us.
some of them I would get within like 1,000 meters of and couldn't see. So unless the renderer is just freaking out for some reason,
I can't imagine how wonderful it would be to fly with them in peacetime.
I'm pretty sure some of them were coming from the radar jamming. Like they were fake targets.
This is the 8492nd Squadron. Can you see us? It'll be an honor for us to escort you heroes.
Oh
Let's
god.
go home.
I've had this canker sore
Yeah.
like on my gums for the last couple days. After I recorded my script this week, which was long, like there was way too much talking. Woke up the next morning with a canker sore, like
Wait a second.
up against my gums, and it's painful like all the time.
The 8492nd Squadron doesn't
All the
exist.
time.
Someone in the army's trying to lead us into a trap. Just like back at the stadium.
It's really bugging the hell out of me right now.
Respond!
Multiple unmarked fighters inbound.
Isn't this the mission where you're meant to just run away? Oh,
You must destroy them. We can't let them end this war.
it's the what now?
We'll surround them and attack from all directions.
The 8492nd Squadron aren't you Tabanian spies?
8492.
I think we can do it.
492. I know I've heard that somewhere before. That's right. When we were helping the president's emergency landing, it was the 8492nd who took our place.
Yeah, you're right.
We got the president too. So that's what escalated the war?
Yeah.
We've got to tell people about this. But how? We're completely surrounded.
Very similar
So
mission.
we'll break through.
I'm breaking through their curtain.
Roger. Engaging at will.
Captain, let's break through
Jesus
this blockade
Christ.
and escape to the east.
Fox 2! Fox 2!
Trestle 10,
It's very
Fox
hard.
2.
Thunderhead, respond!
I've got nothing but gray on my radar. It's being jammed. Fox 2, Fox 2.
YouTube filters colors with that thumbnail? What?
Captain, we've got
I've heard nothing about
We have
this.
to turn our backs to the enemy, right? Yes, we still have things we have to do, and people we have to protect. I'll only concentrate on the enemies directly in our path.
Assault 5. Missile. Assault 8 is down.
We've got
Oh,
to
there.
escape the area.
Yeah, there is a return line on this
We have
one.
to return to base and let someone know about this.
Hold on.
The only thing we can do now is
We could take some more with us. No, that's not true. There's more than we could, or that we could do. Certainly.
What are Belgian pilots doing here?
Ambushing us. Oh, I'm dead.
I've got to.
War Dog Squadron, this is Thunderhead. Fly to the tanker for refueling. There is an allied squadron to the east of your position. They'll guide you to the tanker for air refueling. Good work, people. We're one step away from the enemy's capital. We can win this as long as you're
Okay.
with us. I
So
can feel it.
maybe we go for like 1 or 2 kills and then we dip.
Those enemy pilots we fought today.
My plan at least might look a little something like that this time.
Yeah.
War Dog.
Might be a good idea.
492nd Squadron. Can you see us? It'll be an honor for us to escort you heroes.
It does give you like a 20-minute time limit. So it definitely feels like
Chopper was doing when
what's it called? Like you could fight them all.
enemy ECM.
Whoa. Hello.
An escort plane. Oh no.
But maybe that's for a different run of the game when we're not fishbed gaming.
Someone in the army's trying to lead us into a trap. Just like back at the stadium.
Holy shit!
Thunderhead. Thunderhead.
That
respond.
tracking.
Multiple unmarked fighters inbound. Hey, is that their voice on the radio?
You must destroy them. We can't let them end this war.
Roger. We'll surround them
Also,
in
hello,
all
Nomad.
directions.
The 8492nd Squadron argued to Bonnie and
Doesn't
Spies.
like beans. Let's all point and laugh. I'm not huge on beans. I like them in
I've heard that somewhere
certain foods,
we were helping the president's emergency landing. It was the 8492nd.
but generally not huge on beans. They have to be done right.
So that's what escalated the war.
Shitty beans are shitty beans. Not in terms of like the beans themselves, because like they're beans. But you gotta prepare the bean properly.
I'm breaking through their curtain.
Fox 2.
It's important to know how to treat the bean. What to do with the bean.
Captain.
It's a great life skill, trust me.
Meteor 7, missile behind you.
Just take my word, all right?
Thunderhead, respond.
I've got nothing but gray on my radar. It's being jammed.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Missile warnings are a little scary here. A little scarier than usual.
Captain, we've got to make it back. Even if we have to turn our backs to the enemy, right?
I heard the dialogue option pop up. Beans on toast, are you British? I don't like British beans on toast.
There is an allied squadron to the east of your position. They'll guide you to the
Mexican
tanker
beans
for air
on toast,
refueling.
however.
Good work, people.
Like molletes?
We're one step away from the enemy's capital. We can win this as long as you're with us. I can feel it.
Those enemy pilots
They do
we
it
fought
right.
Today. I can't imagine how wonderful it would be to fly
The
with them
Brits,
this
however.
time.
Yeah.
War Dog. This is the 8492nd Squadron. Can you see us?
No offense, Brits.
It'll be an honor for us to escort you heroes. Let's go home.
Beans with rice is the best? Depends on the beans, but
Chopper was doing when
Mexican beans with rice? I feel like generally the main place that I enjoy beans is in Mexican food. Other than that, I feel like they tend to be a miss more than a hit. But I feel like Mexican food, like Mexican recipes,
Someone in the army's trying to lead us into a trap.
that's when beans are delicious.
Thunderhead! Thunderhead, respond!
Multiple unmarked fighters inbound. Hey, is that their voice on the radio?
You must destroy them. We can't let them end this war.
Roger. We'll surround them and attack from all
Beautiful.
directions.
The 8492nd Squadron aren't you Tabanian spies?
8492, 8492, 8492. I know I've heard that somewhere before. That's right. When we were helping the president's emergency.
Ow, okay.
8492nd who took our
Survival mode.
Yeah, you're right.
We are in survival mode now.
They got the president too. So that's what escalated the war.
Jesus Christ.
We've got to tell people about this. But how? We're completely surrounded.
So we'll break through.
I'm breaking through.
Okay,
the
return line is there.
Box 2!
And we have taken a hit, so now might be a good time to just
Let's break
dip.
through this blockade and escape to the
That
east.
was really stupid.
Box 2! Box 2!
Leave me alone.
Thunderhead, respond!
I've got nothing but gray on my radar. It's being
Oh, the
jammed.
shades can come off. Beautiful.
It's a trap.
Still using the fish bed? Of course. We're close to the end of the fish bed, though.
Captain, we've got to make it back.
We've almost
We've
filled
got
up
to
the
turn our
XP
backs to
bar.
the enemy, right? Yes, we still have
Why?
things we
Why
have
is
to
there
do.
another
And we're
horde
gonna
of them?
protect.
It's funny that horde is actually, like, accurate here, too.
I'll only concentrate on the enemies directly in our path.
That's insane. That's insane!
We've got to escape the
Holy
area.
shit. Alright, this time.
War Dog Squadron, this is Thunderhead.
That's all of this.
Fly to the
Let's
tanker
hope I
for
don't regret
refueling.
that.
There is an allied squadron to the east of your position.
It is
They'll
more
guide you to
caffeine
the
than I
tanker
typically
for
drink in a
air
day,
refueling.
so
Good work, people. We're
see how
one
that
step
goes.
away from the enemy's capital. We can win this as
Yeah,
long as
plug
you're
my
with us.
phone in.
I can feel it.
Those enemy pilots we fought today. I can't imagine how wonderful it would be to fly with them in peacetime.
damn. I was like, maybe I could get closer to the return line early. No, you can't.
92nd Squadron.
It's straight that way.
It'll be an honor for us to
The best you can do is just fly as close to that border before the attack as possible.
Yeah, but I'm still wondering.
Like, that
what
is
the
actually
chap-
as good as you can get. Harder difficulties are harder. Thank you, loading screen tip.
Enemy ECM. Wait a second. That escort plane.
Oh no! The 8492nd Squadron doesn't exist!
Someone in the army's trying to lead us into a trap. Just like back
Okay,
in the stadium.
missile tracking. Holy
Thunderhead.
shit.
Thunderhead,
We're out.
respond.
We're leaving.
Multiple unmarked fighters inbound. Hey, is that their voice on the radio?
You must destroy them. We can't let them end this war.
We're gonna hang out down low
Attack from all directions.
until later on
82nd Squadron aren't you Tabanian
when
spies?
we can, what's it called?
8492, 8492.
Just pull up
92. I know I've
to
heard
avoid
that
the other
somewhere.
horde. We can just
That's
pretty
right.
much
When we were helping the president's emergency
zip up
landing, it was
here.
the 8492nd who took our place.
Yeah, you're right.
How does it track like that? Enemies using Quam in this? That would explain it. That would explain it.
War Dog Squadron, this is Thunderhead. Fly to the tanker for refueling.
Oh.
There is an allied squadron to the east of your position. They'll guide you to the tanker for air refueling. Good
Where are
work,
my
people.
glasses?
We're
First
one
of all.
step away from the enemy's capital.
Hello.
We can win this as long as you're with us. I can feel it.
I gotta remember to keep them on, because I'm very likely to forget
Those enemy pilots we
when I'm
fought
taking
today.
Chole.
I can't imagine
glasses
how
on and
wonderful
off.
it would be to fly with them in peacetime.
Not trying to get a migraine today. I got shit to do.
War Dog, this is the 8492nd Squadron. Can You see us?
Am I gonna shoot down all the planes? Fuck no.
Escort you heroes. Let's go home.
Yeah, but I'm still wondering what Captain Chopper was doing when...
Absolutely not.
Enemy ECM!
Not in this thing.
That escort plane.
Oh no! The 8492nd Squadron doesn't exist!
Someone in the Army's trying to lead us into a trap. Just like back at the stadium.
Thunderhead! Thunderhead, respond!
What?
Multiple unmarked fighters inbound.
What are the glasses for, if not for sight? They are for sight. My sight isn't that bad. I have perfect vision in one eye. The other eye, not so much, but even then, the other eye, it's not that bad. For people who know glasses, if you know how, like, glasses prescription, if you know what the numbers mean, this lens is like negative 0.25 because this is only to balance out the other one, and then this one is only a negative 1.0. My vision's not that bad. It's really not without the glasses, but I have a light sensitivity, so I have tinted lenses, which doesn't really show on camera, but in person, it's a lot easier to notice that they're tinted lenses. And because my vision is bad, but it's not really bad, Tibby got it. It's eye strain. It's not that that I need the glasses to be able to read or anything, but it's that it's bad enough that my eye, like, just like subconsciously is always trying to like focus in, and when it does that for too long, it leads to eye strain, which will then lead to
Would it
a
surprise
migraine.
you if I said that President Harling is nowhere to be found within the capital?
So,
Not really.
it's
The
not
hardline
just because
war
my
is
ass is
raging right
blind.
now.
It's that
Hardly
I'm a
resembles the
tiny
peace
bit
policy the
blind,
president was
which will
promoting.
lead to
Let me
really,
guess.
really bad headaches
He
if I don't wear my
disappeared just
glasses for a
before
few
we
hours a
invaded
day.
Yuktabania, right?
Exactly. My journalist friends told me that nobody's seen him enter or leave the office since. All of his decisions are communicated through the vice president. And it gets better. A lot of the military officers that resigned over disagreement with the president's arms reduction plan have
Lengthy
started to
cutscene
return
time
to the
indeed.
capital.
We get to chill
I found
after
out
that.
something myself.
After that shit show.
That Belkan aggressor force I was telling you about. Apparently, they're called the 8492nd Squadron. Also, and here's the kicker, Captain Hamilton, the adjutant base commander here,
What's the
used to be
temperature
assigned
outside?
to the 8492nd.
I kind of want to open my window.
What?
Oh,
Fairly
they're back.
warm. I'm opening my window. The MiG!
There's no point in talking to that blockhead commander. He treated our president like an idiot just because he wanted peace.
What about his adjutant, Captain
That's gonna be real nice in like
Roger
5
that.
minutes.
The captain and I will go see him. Grim, you go let Jeanette and Pops know.
Right. Be careful.
Buys a figure of surfing Santa.
Nagase and the captain went to see Hamilton?
What is it? Did I do something wrong?
Let's hurry.
You got it.
We don't have time to warn the captain.
The faces are uncanny in these
We'll have to talk to the
cutscenes.
base
It's that
commander
good old
ourselves.
2000s CG. That's like, you know, it's getting pretty good, but it's getting good enough to where we're really entering Uncanny Valley, but it's not good enough
Second Lieutenant.
to look realistic
I was just thinking about calling
and
you over.
believable yet.
Me?
It's in that weird in between, man. I don't like it.
Special Forces Second Lieutenant Peter and Beagle. Or I guess you'd prefer Pops. 15 years ago, you and Bartlett were shot down over enemy terrain. Bartlett's Squadron HQ was destroyed, and all of its data was fried by Belka's magnetic pulse weaponry. When you made it back to the Allied front lines, it was Bartlett's word that convinced them that you were his squadron leader. Is that really true? Bartlett turned out to be a spy. So, who are you really? Can't prove anything about your military record. Can you?
How does the guy with the gun not notice the little nods? How do you just not see that?
This way.
In the true ending? Wait, does ACX have different endings?
They're spies! Shoot them if you have to!
Hamilton's got the base commander deceived, too.
What do you mean in the true ending?
I punched that guy's lights out. That bastard was wearing a major's insignia on his shoulder.
I don't know who it is, but someone's trying to widen the rift between the two countries and keep this war going. If Osea continues to win, then the war will be over.
And they're after us to prevent that? You're kidding!
You people are the pillar of morale for the entire Osean army now.
Mm-hmm.
And now you know something you were better off not knowing. The president's disappearance.
Listen, Pops, who exactly are you?
It's no good. They seized our planes in the hangars.
Hangar C in the rear probably isn't so heavily guarded.
Yeah, but over there's nothing but...
We'll escape with my training jets.
Training jet
Good
time.
thing I maintain all my planes well, eh? Let's try it. Jeanette, you take the seat behind me.
I love these things. I didn't even know that. I got the Santa one.
They're getting away! Fire! Take them down!
How are all three of you already going that fast? And why am I? Maybe the question is, why am I not? Did Blaze just pull around and then fully stop for some reason? Here we go. Here we go. Concord? Maybe.
All right, now keep climbing to a higher altitude.
I don't know. I don't know my planes. Am I gonna have to level this thing up?
So where do we go now? We no longer have a home to return to. Attention all Air Force planes. Enemy spy elements have made off with 4 training jets and are heading
Man, I'm
north.
thirsty.
Find them and shoot them down. Repeat, all Air Force planes. That's Hamilton's voice. Oh, bastard. Guess I'll try my hand at combat maneuvering then. Excuse me while I take the lead. Follow me, people.
No upgraded version? Thank God. Because I randomly was like, do I have to play with this thing a ton? The Hawk, that's what they called them. If I had to run a ton of missions with this, oh God.
This is the 8492nd Squadron. We have a visual on the enemy. Engaging.
Please, no.
It's them!
This is Thunderhead. Roger, 8492nd.
Oh, we're flying really
Those
slow.
guys really traitors? Yeah. I can't believe it. You can believe what you want, but it's the truth. 8492nd Squadron, you have permission to shoot down those planes.
8492nd, Roger.
I'll get you guys out of here. You all stay with me now.
Okay.
Good answer.
I got this. I'm a professional pilot. This mission's easy peasy. No problem. Look at those beautiful terrain textures. Those good old PS2 terrain textures. They would have been a lot more forgiving on 480i on a CRT, for sure.
Is that you, Ashley? I kept hearing this name, 8492. I was wondering what the heck it was. Since you started calling yourselves the Gravok Fighter Squadron in the last war, I got sick of flying in the same sky with you. Sounds like you've strayed even further from your ideals since then.
I'm good. I know what I'm doing. I'm just following Pops.
Damn it, my radar's out.
That's a volcanic
Half-Life
island.
2 textures.
Strong magnetic field
Half-Life
all around
2 looks
Radar's out too.
absolutely
See,
ridiculous for when
closely.
it came out. Oh my god, Half-Life 2 would have been the same year as this game. Now that you mention it.
Widening up ahead. What's that?
Right? This was 2004, right, chat?
It's a scrapyard.
Half-Life 2 is ridiculous for 2004.
This is a graveyard for scrap planes.
But, you know, also... what's it called? A PC. Ground textures are still the weakest part. Well, I mean, they don't need to be very good, right? I haven't played 7 yet. But I don't doubt that they're still not going to be amazing, because why would you waste so many resources on the ground textures when you really don't need to? I should maybe be looking at the screen a little more. Pops is pulling a lot of turns here. But I think we're fine.
Amazing. Where did he learn to do that?
He expects us to follow that?
You know what game was ridiculous? All my boomers in chat. All the zoomers bear with me, but all the boomers. Crisis, man. Because that game, you still, even without the remaster, I don't even know why they really did that remaster. It doesn't look much better. But,
You need to concentrate.
like, you boot up the old 2007 Crisis nowadays, you throw that shit all on Epic because, like, computers nowadays can run Crisis. That game still looks insane.
Good. Keep it up. You're doing great.
Like, that's the first thing whenever I think of, like, games that just looked ridiculous when they came out. Crisis was insane for 2007. Half-Life 2's up there.
Right by the canopy.
Trying to think. Some of them, I want to say. Ace Combat 4 for 2001. But even then, like, Ace Combat 4, you get up close to things and immediately it's like illusion shattered. But the overall image of AC4 for 2001 is still pretty insane for what it is.
Good, that's it. Those folks sure don't seem to like us very much.
Trying to think. Is there anything more recent? Oh, Quake 2.
This is so intense. My senses are sharp as knives
Quake
right
2
now.
for 97 was... Even Quake
How's
1
Jeanette doing?
in 96. Like, Quake
He hasn't passed out yet.
looks pretty primitive.
Guy's pretty tough.
But even just for having 3D graphics that looked as good as they did in 96,
Pops?
it's pretty crazy.
Many air battles long ago, my young aviator.
Trying to think.
Grim.
Trying to think of, like, really good examples. I can think of a bunch of ones that I'm, like, just not saying because, you know.
All ready for this?
What about Unreal? Dude, Unreal.
Of course you are. I guess that
Unreal
must be a
was
little
Unreal was 99, was it? Correct me if I'm wrong. Blah, thank you for the sub. System Shock? The original System Shock? System Shock did look good. Oh, 2. System Shock 2.
His flying is incredible.
Okay, System Shock 2. One of my favorite games ever. You're really, you're trying to appeal to me. I can feel it, but
Pops was pulling some amazing maneuvers.
System Shock 2 was running on the Thief engine. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. Someone will have it, I'm sure. But you can tell. Because Thief and System Shock 2 share one really big quirk, and it's the character models. Because, oh my god, do those things look weird. Like, fucking weird. Unreal was 98. Okay. Unreal for 98 looked pretty damn good, man. If it was 99, I would have been a little more like... 99 had a lot of really refined graphics, but... For being... Because, you know, it sounds ridiculous when I say, like, oh, the 1 year difference means a lot. But in the late 90s and early 2000s, it really did. Like, that 1 year really does make a lot of difference. Between like 96 to, like, 2004. Just that 1 year. Actually, like, 2005. Just that 1 year makes a lot of difference in that time span. Because things were moving so quickly at that point. It genuinely... The 1 year difference is a lot.
Now we're going into that cave?
Because, I mean, in 1 year, we went from, like... Ah, shit. I'm trying to think. What is, What's, like, an insanely good-looking game from 99? Someone throw me a bone here.
This is unreal. It's insane.
Someone help me out. Someone will have one off the top of their head, right? It's my chat. We're all a bunch of fucking nerds. Someone's got something for me. I know someone's sitting here. Shenmue.
You're giving me way too much credit.
Good answer. In 1 year, we go from Half-Life 1 to, like, Shenmue. Right?
Keep a wide field of vision.
Like, we really did. Things were moving real quick in those years. It's crazy to look back on it. Was Shenmue really 99? Like, as soon as you say it, I feel like you're right. But I always forget about it. I forget about Shenmue in general.
But it's true. We still have to
What a weird game that I'll play someday. Probably. Maybe. The end of 99. Yeah, okay.
This is Thunderhead. What happened to the 8492nd?
Shenmue's like the definition of,
There they are again.
what if you played a game where you just, like, worked a job?
So now I just shoot him down? Exactly. He's not really our enemy.
Gex 3? I still haven't played any Gex games either. Someday. I'm trying to think. What games were in 99? Why can I not... Like, I know that I should be able to come up with a lot. You know, me, Mr. like late 90s, early 2000s is my favorite era of gaming. I'm sitting here and I'm like struggling to come up with good games from 99.
Trust?
System Shock 2, obviously. Oh, Silent Hill, Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. Oh man, now that I've pulled it up. Medal of Honor was 99. Quake 3. Spyro 2. Gex 3. Driver for the PlayStation, anyone? Driver? Yeah, Donkey Kong 64. RE3. Quake 3 was outdated a little bit. I think it didn't Quake 3 still it still ran on id Tech 3, didn't it? Or no, was that the first time they used id Tech 3? It did run on id Tech 3. Hold on.
I don't see any of the crew.
It was the first id Tech 3. I was right, but that was the debut. Quake 2 was still on id Tech 2.
All right, let's go.
Or sorry, they just called it the Quake 2 engine at that point. We only call it id Tech 2 looking back on it, but at that point they just called it the Quake 2 engine. It honestly looks about the same. But yeah, Quake 3 was like a weird one. Because id was always known for their tech. Y'all are old.
All
I don't know what you're talking
Sand
about.
Island detachment
Okay,
were
yeah, the
shot down
Hawk.
by naval jets
My
from
mouse
the carrier
cursor's here
Castle.
right now. The Hawk, we're good. We don't have to
Likewise,
level
all
it.
of the
Thank
pilots
God.
are confirmed dead.
Pepsi Man was from 99. Thank you, Pepsi Man. Gran Turismo 2. I never played Gran Turismo. Someday, maybe. Easiest S rank of my life, by the way. But yeah, like, id was always big for, like, their tech. Outside of just, you know, they made Doom and Wolfenstein and Quake. Like, they made badass games, but tech was kind of their thing, right? But weirdly, like, Quake 3 just wasn't that impressive for 99 compared to some of the other stuff we got. But then, you know, they made id Tech 4. And we got like Doom 3 and Quake 4, and those were like, these look pretty good.
The man who commanded the aircraft carrier.
I mean, the lighting in id Tech
kept
4
her
was
afloat
insane
through
for its
countless
time,
battles.
right?
Nah, I'm just a guy who's fought one losing battle after another.
It's literally the reason the flashlight was so central to Doom 3's gameplay. It was, they wanted to show the lighting off. Because they had insane real-time lighting for that time.
This ship hadn't taken a
like
single hit
next
from enemy
level.
forces.
Sorry, I'm talking over cutscenes again. Y'all got me
This ship may
yapping.
be unharmed, but it pains me to see fewer and fewer pilots coming back every time we launch them out on combat sorties. Now the only pilot left is Captain Snow, the squad leader. Nobody wants an aircraft carrier without aircraft. So we're just sitting
Axel, thank
idle
you for the
here.
sub. Appreciate it.
At the end of the last war, I was assigned the mission of dropping a nuclear weapon on a city in my own country. When I refused and went AWOL, it was Captain Bartlett who took me in. His nickname was also Kid back then. He was a strange man. 15 years since the war, and he never got promoted once. In my country, there was a group called the Gray Men, unlikely to still be around today. To them, I'm a traitor. And for the past 15 years, Bartlett's protected me from them. Speaking of which, you don't think the Gray Men are involved with the disappearance of President Harling, do you?
I've got an intelligence-gathering vessel in my fleet, the Andromeda, that's capable of intercepting all forms of communications. Recently, it picked up a secret message transmitted in Belkan.
Old enough to
That
be my
colonel is
dad.
why I called all of you here.
Some in chat definitely would be. I'm not.
All this intense flying's tough on an old body. From here on out,
I just seem old.
it's their time to shine.
I think that's why my demographic is predominantly older than me. I think it's just because I give
what
off
do we do about
old man
planes?
vibes more than
We've captured
I
a ship
should.
trying to smuggle aircraft from a South Belkan company into Yuktabania. Plenty of planes to choose from.
plenty of planes to choose from.
All right. If there aren't any objections, then I'll take command of this air
There's
operation.
what, 27 missions in this game, right, chat?
We're launching a rescue operation.
And this
for
is
the
number
President of
20
Ocean
that I'm going
within the
into now, I think.
Principality of Belka. The communications intelligence ship Andromeda received information that President Harling is being held in Belka. The location is an old castle
16?
positioned on the southern edge
You're
of
on the
border
young
zone
end
between
for my
Belka and North
demographic.
Osea. Sea Goblins,
Thank God I can say that
helicopter
now. I
squadron
used
will
to,
handle
back when I
direct rescue
only
efforts.
streamed,
After securing the area, a helicopter will descend on the castle and drop our infiltrating rescue squad.
what's it
It will
called?
station keep in the air while the rescue is taking place on the ground and in the castle.
Back
Your
when I
mission
only
is to
streamed,
provide air support
my
for the Sea
demographic was a
Goblins
lot
rescue
younger.
operation and destroy any opposing enemy forces.
Pre-review
Choose an aircraft
videos.
for the mission from the Kestrel's carrier jets and prepare to launch.
Hold on. Pulling up the numbers. Yeah, 16 puts you pretty low. The age group of 13 to 17 years old makes up 2.4% of the channel demographic. What did you expect when you did the ACs, young people? I mean, kind of. A gaming channel. I stream daily. Kind of. Kind of. My channel has become a haven for the weird in-between where it's like, oh yeah, I've been playing games my whole life. Like I'm a gamer, but you feel old on the internet in the gaming community because everyone is so young. But then you come here and it's like, no. The predominant age group for my channel is like 25 to 34. Like that's genuinely, I have the dashboard up right now. That is by far and away the majority age group here in this community is 25 to 34 years old. AC is greater than AC, by the way. I might be inclined to agree. I like AC more than AC. We old people are the ones who play the games. They still make games for us. I feel like it's just that, what's it? I feel like it's just that the older demographic is quieter in like internet circles. Oh my God, the XP bar. We got one more fish bed run in us, boys. We got one more. We got one last fish bed run to go. Wait, can I fly it? Oh, son of a bitch. Where's my fish bed? Where's my fish bed? That's, why are they not rendering? Oh, they won't render if I can't fly them. Is that it? Okay. You know what? It's decided. A6E time, baby.
Captain.
Y'all older people have better taste. Look, I won't deny that the older demographic of the gaming community nowadays has the better taste across the board. I certainly won't argue with that.
Please choose a plane for me to pilot.
Ken, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. But yeah, 15 definitely puts you fairly low as well. We got 4 of these? Jesus. Did I just get given a bunch of free F-14s? It's gotta be what happened.
Which plane should I use?
Are we out of different planes? Oh no. Okay, I can put him in an F-35. It's something.
Is this the formation you want?
Tekken 8. You need to play Tekken 3 to really get the Jin's last fight. I mean, definitely. Even just if we're talking moveset wise, yeah. Like I've played Tekken 3, so I got it once I realized that up forward 4 has changed. I immediately was like, oh shit. But like as soon as I started doing the flying hell sweeps, right, I was like, oh, I have Mishima style, like proper Mishima style.
This is the flight deck. Roger that, sir.
But since I haven't played Tekken 3 in a long time, it took me a minute. And even then, like I've done that fight twice. I don't know the moveset. The music, I immediately got the music when it played. That wasn't a problem.
We're in the green zone. Check catapults. Raise the barriers.
Have more experience with good games. Oh wait, the F-35 doesn't need to be grinded? Son of a bitch. Well, he can fly it. The XP gain tends to be fairly minimal anyway. He can fly it for one mission, it's fine. I guess it don't bother me none. So 747, no. Could you imagine? Yeah, we just strapped some missiles to it, threw it out there. It's fine.
Please, altitude restrictions canceled. Return to your mission. Good luck.
This is the castle. We should be fine. Side-by-side twin-seater is just neat.
Captain Snow, I'll be at your 6 o'clock. It's good to be flying with you, sir.
It's been a long time since I've flown in formation.
Back in the first battle after the war began,
Oops.
Chopper, that is, Captain Davenport, told me you yelled at him for getting in your way. I was still sitting reserve back then.
Do you read me? You guys should have sight of the castle by now.
I do.
Sea Goblin's gonna descend for an insertion. So can you take out the air defense batteries for them?
Sure.
Take your time and be
Wait
thorough.
for joint assault.
You don't want to leave any standing.
You know what's funny? I didn't hear a single thing about joint assault until this week.
Yeah.
And I've suddenly heard a lot about it. And not much good.
Let me know. Hey, what happened to that motor mouth? He's real quiet today.
Oh, wonderful bombs.
He's not here.
Nice one. Look what you did.
Boy, what a dreary place. Man, why can't we be deployed to a tropical island for a change?
14% is fine.
All anti-aircraft fire suppressed.
It's like flying a sedan.
Protecting the helicopter and infiltration forces.
I mean, you're not entirely wrong. Joint assault is weird.
It's a dismal castle standing.
It's just funny that no one even talked about it once so far with me doing the review series. In chat, in comments, whatever. Like, I never heard about joint assault really at all. I dropped the Ace Combat X video and so many comments about joint assault. So many.
Those are the scars left behind when 7 Falcon towns evaporated. Nothing's moving down there. It's like the Earth itself is dead. I hope the president is all right.
Where's the shit to shoot at?
I can almost see the bad vibes circling around that castle.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Good writing.
After witnessing 7 nuclear explosions.
The wind's pretty strong. Don't let our rotors hit the castle.
All right, guys, move out.
I can just feel the bad vibes.
Hurry up and jump. Hurry up and get going before I start shooting
It's got such
somebody.
bad vibes to it.
An enemy ground force unit is mobilizing reinforcements. Roger. Intercept the reinforcements and keep them from getting to the fight. I'm counting on you.
Enemy tanks also emerging from the castle. Should we split up?
Sure.
Roger.
I don't see why not.
The enemy.
This is Chole and I. Proceed
I got
with
both?
infiltration of the castle.
When am I playing Deus Ex?
I'll support the invasion.
I think it's on the list for a review series, isn't it? I don't know. Because False just mentioned Fatal Frame to me. And I thought that Fatal Frame was on the list. It was not. So it's on the list. I thought so. Because I really like Deus Ex. Oh, chat, you know what I want to stream sometime, actually? And this is going to sound so random, and some people in chat won't even know what the hell I'm talking about, but that's even better. So chat, keep your mouths shut for the sake of people who don't know what the game is, okay? Just hush. But Spec Ops The Line. If anyone knows the game, you're like, okay, yeah, good game, but why? Did anyone hear that they just delisted it? You can no longer purchase Spec Ops The Line. Officially. They're abandoning the game entirely.
I've got multiple hits on my radar.
Never to be sold again. It just got delisted. Here's the thing. I own it. I own it.
That's affirmative. They're definitely fighters.
I've heard of it. If you have heard of it, but you don't know much about it, well, I guess you won't own the game. I was gonna say play the game first. Just save it. Don't let anyone spoil this shit for you. I'll stream it sometime. It's not officially purchasable anymore, but I got you. I got you. It's a special game. It's a special game. And it's like a somewhat lesser known one too. At least nowadays it is. Back when it came out, it was a pretty big deal. There was a lot of discussion around it back then. But now, I mean, not many people talk about that game anymore. Never played it? Man, it's a special one. I was actually really bummed when I heard that they delisted it like a week ago. Because there are a lot of people who have never played it. And I'm like, man, that's a game that we should have talked about more before they suddenly just took it down and you can't buy it anymore. Like, we had no way of knowing that it was just gonna randomly disappear from storefronts like that, but it's one that should have been talked about more. One of my Steam friends owns a copy. Get the share. The magic of Spec Ops The Line too is that when you look at it, it seems so unsuspecting. You're like, how could this be a special game? This looks like, you know, 2010s generic military shooter garbage. But then if you play it, then if you play it, saving old games, in some cases, yeah. Especially for like PC, right? Where like physical copies of Spec Ops The Line just aren't out there. Like on PC, it really is just like, yeah, digital storefront is how you buy games. So if a game gets delisted, it's gone. So in those rare cases, it is like, well, if piracy is the only way to preserve games, so be it. I mean, what? Lawyers? Must have been the wind. I didn't hear anything.
That's part of the job. I can't tell who's got the upper hand from here. Oh no, they're targeting the helicopter. It's coming this way. Come on, help us. Hey, over here. We're your targets, not that helicopter.
I only know it because of like Jacob Geller or some other video essayist. I feel like that's why a lot of people nowadays have heard about it. You'll have caught like a video that's like Spec Ops The Line deserves to be remembered or some shit. I feel like that's genuinely the reason that most people nowadays know about Spec Ops The Line who weren't like around back when it came out. Like around as in the gaming sphere. We do a little sailing. You know, sometimes piracy is not immoral. Sometimes. Man, this plane. Like, the fish bed is pretty much this, but just faster. So it's not awful. But, man, would it be nice to fly a Burkett right now. Oh, hello, Z-fighting. Wowza.
Roger. We're going to destroy the wall and get the infiltration team out of there. Got it? The area to be destroyed is displayed on your HUD. Aim carefully.
I probably only needed one bomb there. Playing Pal World, watching streams for that. Pal World is certainly a video game.
Keep firing. Don't give the enemy a sense of advantage.
One of the games, for sure.
Even if they take you down, keep pulling that trigger. That almost fell on top of me.
I actually haven't checked in on the interest for Pal World since it came out. I haven't checked in on that game. I feel like I should, because I wanted to. It's gonna get a copyright infringement. I don't think they are, unless the asset ripping allegation ends up being true. Because the game as it is right now, Nintendo can't, like, as far as if we assume that the asset ripping is like an illegitimate allegation, like there's nothing to it. The game as it is completely fine, copyright wise. Would have done something 2 years ago if there was any proof. Yeah, they did recently launch an investigation. So, if there's anything, it will be found. If not, it'll stay up.
Is that you? The lady with a pretty voice. Are you there too?
What the? The sky's swarming with enemy planes. Leave the bandits to
Largely false accusation by Nintendo fans. Because Nintendo fans, look, no offense to my Nintendo fans in chat, but there's a group of Nintendo fans that are really weird about it. Like, really weird about it. And it's very true that if Nintendo could have done anything about it, the game never would have come out, like, in terms of just the actual product that was released. Now, me personally, very little love for Nintendo as a company. Like, incredibly little. If you've ever heard me talk about Nintendo, it goes without saying. Right? I have so little love for Nintendo.
Mission accomplished.
Like, close to none at this point.
Thank you, everyone.
They make good games, but everything else about that company is highly unlikable. But
I thought so.
what was I saying? Oh, I was gonna say what I think about Pal World. I don't like Pokemon, and I don't like survival games. So my opinion doesn't mean a whole lot. However, I think the game looks kind of shit. Like, even the gameplay loop doesn't seem all that great. At least to me, but that could just be because I don't like either of the genres that it's kind of throwing together.
Please begin carrier landing checks. You are cleared to land.
Calling it derivative is being generous to it. It comes off as really lazy. Really, it kind of comes off as just like, oh, there's this game that's successful, and there's this game that's successful.
3 miles
If
to
we put them together and it's just not a dumpster fire, it will sell copies.
Too fast. Slow down.
And it feels like that's about it. From my perspective, at least. It like, nothing about that game to me looks appealing. And especially, like, I've been in some friends' streams who have been streaming it.
And prepare for your next sortie.
And, like, it even goes beyond that, where they have just note for note, like, piano stingers that come straight out of Breath of the Wild. Like, exact chord progression sort of thing. And I'm just like, man, this is, like, some of the laziest shit that I've seen in the industry in recent years. It kind of pisses me off that it got as successful as it did. Because it feels like maybe there was some love behind it,
safely retrieved. The president is
but it doesn't
showing
really
some
come
signs of
across
fatigue,
that
but in
way.
general, his condition is good.
Flying Sierra, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. It really, to me at least, does just feel like, oh yeah, here's like 2 big successful things. Let's just throw them in. Doesn't mean it's bad. Doesn't mean it's bad. But it definitely means that I'm not exactly rooting for its success or for the devs in any way, if that makes sense.
When we got word of the president's return and ran up to the bridge.
Hopefully that makes sense.
He was
and also,
and chatting with Pops and Captain
if you know anything about the developer's history, they don't seem to be the greatest, to put it lightly. You know, lawyers. I'm not saying anything, but
is the border between the two countries of North and South Belka.
They have a history. Enough said.
In the end, the Osean army couldn't take the Yuktobanian capital, and the war began to bog down. For Belka, who challenged the world to battle, but were crushed by the twin powers of Osea and Yuktobania, there could be no sweeter revenge. They had created the hatred between the two countries, hoping that the war would eventually exhaust them both. The military officials on both sides were playing right into their hands.
Still doing pretty all right on Twitch.
The intelligence vessel continued to intercept the Yuktobanian army's communications. One message from Air Force Traffic Control contained a string of mysterious numbers. Latitude, longitude, a date and time, and one more set of numbers. The president had the answer.
Still doing great on Steam.
That?
Player retention is there for sure.
Votes I won in my presidential elections. Huh. This is from the first time I won, and here's the number from the election 2 years ago. This message was meant for me.
The coordinates marked a location within North Balkan territory. The date was tomorrow.
I love the delivery of, it's meant for me.
From Sand Island became the president's personal air fleet, even as the official reports continued to state that they were shot down and killed.
It's badass.
This was their new emblem.
Is this game worth it? Should I buy it? If it looks fun to you, probably. It really is like, if the gameplay looks appealing, chances are you'll get your money's worth out of it, yeah. Because it really, I mean, the story's fine. I definitely don't enjoy it as much as most Ace Combat fans clearly do.
After deciphering the code we received,
but the gameplay of Ace Combat's great.
The mining facility in the forest area northwest of Belka is.
If it looks like you'll like it, you probably will.
An early warning radar network has been.
This is what I would say about Ace
entire
Combat.
Forest. To reduce the probability of enemy detection, this mission will be carried out by a single aircraft.
Look like the wall logo from Attack on Titan.
The target
Maybe they were just really big fans.
Silence,
when was the Attack on Titan manga?
Search techniques. Flying at low altitude is an effective method of delaying or denying enemy detection.
Not until
you
2009.
Will receive instructions on your recon target from the Command Information Center upon arriving in the mission area.
Maybe
the CIC will monitor
the Attack on Titan author was a really big fan. Flip that around real quick.
Your plane in this mission will be completely stripped of weaponry.
Okay.
Instead, it will be equipped with the necessary visual reconnaissance equipment. There is a chance you may encounter the enemy, but your recon mission always takes top priority. Once you take the photos, egress from the target area and return through the enemy defenses as directed.
We get the really sweet paint job now, right? This is top 2 for the franchise. This right now is my number 2. Currently. Subject to change, of course, but currently, this still holds my number 2 spot. Where is that one plane? There it is, that we got a bunch of for free. The Tomcat. I can sell 3 of these off. There we go. Free credits. Was just a few bucks on PlayStation. Oh, hold on. Let me go to SteamDB real quick, because I already own Ace Combat 7 on Steam, but it was just recently on sale. I bought it on sale recently. The Christmas sale, I bought it. Where the price history. Ace Combat 7 goes on sale all the time. Yeah, it even has gone on sale since when I bought it on sale, and it drops to like $10 US on Steam constantly. So definitely, it's a pretty easy recommend. I haven't played 7 specifically, but like gameplay wise, these have barely changed since 4. They stay very consistent. Ace Combat 8, X Devil May Cry, Sonic Omniverse. I was with you until Sonic.
How you feeling? Solo flights can be real lonely.
You almost had me.
That's what flying's all about, really.
Featuring Dante from Devil May Cry. I think Devil May Cry Ace Combat could definitely work, of course. We could figure out the specifics later, but I think there's a lot of brand power floating around here. It's not canon? What do you mean it's not canon? Of course it is.
Keep your altitude low and slip past the radar to go in. This is strictly a recon mission, so you will be unarmed. So unfortunately, you won't be able to destroy the enemy radar. Sorry.
That's fine.
Maintain radio silence until you reach the destination. I'll then explain the target and how to photograph it. Got it?
Yeah.
Make sure you don't get caught within coverage area of the enemy radar. Good luck.
We should maybe slow it down a little bit. I'm getting a little cocky here, perhaps. Okay, that was pretty close. But yeah, my profile picture's getting a little old. But like, for me, I look at that and it's like, man, that's kind of just the brand. Like, can I really change that picture? I don't feel like I can. Good. Trees are fake. Crashing into trees never happened. Never once. Fighters can't get taken out by trees. I made it.
All right, you've arrived over the target area. Cancel radio silence. I'm monitoring your status.
Stop getting old.
Camera.
Work on it.
Being moved from the mine entrance to that transport plane. Okay, let's get a photo with the mine entrance and the transport plane in the frame. The camera's triggered by the missile launch button. Press it to take a picture.
You got it. Did it work? Didn't play time limit? Time limit. Son of a bitch. Where's my perfect shot? Hold on, I got this. Oh, I have to... I knew that. I knew that.
Photo received. But I want the mine entrance and the transport plane in the same frame for evidence. Let's try again.
It was close. Come on, give me credit for that much.
Photo received.
You know that Knuckles and Knuckles and Knuckles, the Knuckles, Knuckles and Knuckles meme was in Deus Ex Mankind Divided? I did not. I haven't played Mankind Divided in too long. Because hear me out, that's the best one. And I said what I said. And I will never take it back. I said it. I actually, I've said for a while now, and it's not just me, you know, yapping, but I personally believe that Mankind Divided is like potentially tied with System Shock 2 as the best immersive sim ever. And I said what I said. ImSim fans in shambles because of that statement, but I said it.
Well, it's your choice. Permission to take off granted.
I'm out.
By the way, Blaze, on the way back, you don't have to worry about the enemy radar network. You know
Wonderful.
that, right?
Thank you.
Head straight home and don't wander off. Don't forget that you're unarmed.
The MiG actually looks pretty sweet with this camo on it. I can't lie. The fish bed is not looking bad. Sega tweeted a meme of Knuckles and said it would come out the same year that Mankind Divided takes place.
Did you see that? I've never seen anyone climb like that. Yeah, those guys are something else. Stay alert. This isn't a drill. Push it up. Put as much distance as you can between you and the enemy.
Hello, friends.
Need to lift home, sir?
If we made DMCX, would have Dante fight an infected SU-37. One of the greatest boss fights of all time. We need the sequel to Infested Chopper. Absolutely. Look at that thing. It looks good. It's a nice looking fish bed.
Blaze, begin landing.
I mean, you gotta give it to him, right? It's a good looking fish bed. You know, this is your average Ace Combat landing. At least for me. Am I the only one that does this? Because I've seriously gotten into the habit of, like, they tell me to land and I just hammer on the afterburners to pull in. The brakes are so fast in these games.
You're pretty good, Blaze. Stand by and prepare for your next sortie.
Takes cues from the F-16 and F-A-18. Man, I can't even, like, picture. I mean, I kind of can. But, yeah, if I was asked, like, to even guess what fighter the GTA 5 one is, I would not be able to. It's been so long since I've seen it. Good looking plane. Has to be said.
The recon mission in
God,
the
look at that
facility
XP bar.
was a
Oh, my
success.
camera's covering it.
The
Hold on.
images taken clearly show aircraft from the
I don't think you guys realize
next to planes from the mysterious
how close this fish bed is.
We will continue to analyze the
to being retired. It's at the end of its lifespan here. It's pushing it. I mean, you know, we're big deals now. President's personal fighter squadron and all that. We can't be flying the fish bed unless we use it for more than just recon.
Analysis of the surveillance photos taken on the previous mission revealed tactical nuclear weapons of the same type used by Belka in the war 15 years ago. These weapons, hidden in the mine, are about to be retrieved and deployed to the two aggressor squadrons in Osea and Yuktavania.
No, we're on hard right now because we have to work our way up.
Destroy the entrance to the mine.
So we've got
the next nuclear weapon is removed
at least 2 more runs, but like I want to get all the planes.
For good.
So
this mission will be carried out with the usual
maybe more
formation.
Depends.
You'll need powerful and numerous weapons on target to destroy the rock face above the entrance.
I do not have time for this. Like, I remember this mission. This is not a short one. I don't have time for this. Are there any new planes available? No? At what point are, like, all of the planes that you can buy normally available? Hold on. Good old Google machine. Okay. Let me just scroll on down here to the bottom. Okay, no, they're not all available yet. One of them unlocks after mission 25. But most of the base planes, that is, are available right now. If you press select, RuneScape for the last 5 minutes. Where would that be? That's gotta be somewhere, for sure, right? There's no way that you just think that there's a menu with all of the planes, and there isn't. It's gotta be somewhere. Oh, hold on. Wait. I was gonna see earlier. Would it be in game settings? HUD settings? Ah, it is miles per hour? That answers the question from earlier. It's actually miles per hour. What? You're telling me that I was dogfighting at 1,200 miles per hour earlier? That doesn't seem right. Hold on. A lot of the jets currently in service have a top speed of Mach 2, so about 1,300 to 1,360 miles per hour. So I was dogfighting, not just flying at top speed in a straight line. I was dogfighting at almost the maximum speed of most jets currently in service. In a fish bed. In a fish bed. It also came up with a thing. It also came up with a thing about Top Gun. Because of the, you know, the whole Mach 10 thing. There's a whole article here just to talk about how fast Mach 10 even theoretically is. In Lightning McQueen's words, I am speed. I am the real Maverick. Absolutely. I have to be. I was dogfighting at 1,200 earlier. The Dark Star? I think so. Yeah. The Dark Star is what it's called. It has it. I was like, I think that's what it was called. It's been so long since I watched Top Gun. I still feel like I maybe should have rewatched it before doing the Ace Combat series at all. I thought about it. I was like, maybe I should watch Top Gun. It was like when I was playing Air Combat that I was like, oh, maybe because it's so like arcadey and over the top and all that, like maybe I should just watch Top Gun. Get myself fully in the mindset. Did I get the Dark Star from AC2? What? Oh, wait, there's a mission called Dark Star? Is that a reference? Apparently the Dark Star is in Ace Combat 7 as part of that DLC pack. Anyway. It's about that time. It is about that time. Yeah, the mission is called Dark Star, but apparently also, I didn't know before that the Dark Star is in Ace Combat 7 as DLC, but it's there. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm off to make dinner and back to my eternal purgatory of video editing. It's so fun. You guys have no idea how much it never gets old, you know? The video editing stays fun all the time. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a sub. Come back another time. We're doing this. We're doing Armored Core 100%, Metal Gear 100% as well. And we just finished Metal Gear 2. So the next time that we do Metal Gear, we're actually just going to be starting up Metal Gear Solid. So that's going to be a good time. We've also been playing a lot of Tekken 8 recently because I'm a little addicted. But like those streams have been very hype. They've been a very good time. Feel free to come back for any of that. Also, if you enjoyed, feel free to go ahead and leave a like, algorithm stuff, blah, blah, blah. If you're looking for some good videos, speaking of Metal Gear, in the pinned message, I have the link to the Metal Gear review series playlist. We're 5 videos deep on that, and we're doing everything in release order. So if you want to get caught up on that, if you happen to enjoy Metal Gear at all, the next video in that series is going to be Metal Gear Solid 2. So it might be worth it. Check that out if you're interested. I do not have I have a couple things that I might stream tomorrow. I haven't actually hard scheduled it yet, to be honest. I haven't decided. I was gonna just see what I feel like in the morning. Full transparency. So I don't know yet. At least not definitively. But it won't be Metal Gear. I'll say that. Tomorrow's stream is not Metal Gear Solid. At the risk of dashing anyone's hopes that that's tomorrow. Other than that, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll have a great rest of your... Oh, hold on. Also, in the description, there are links to things outside of YouTube like Twitter or Discord for anyone who wants those. But I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Hope to see all of you back here next time. Oh God, I'm all out of order now. Thank you for coming to the stream, and goodbye.